Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Thursday, my friends. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Hope everybody's having a great week. Almost through another one, friends. We're almost into the Friday, and of course we've got Cross the Pond on Saturday. It's going to be a very busy weekend for flight sim enthusiasts. Captain USA, good to see you. Reggie, good to see you. Bomb Tech, good to see you. Flyboy, what's up, my friend? Good to see you as well, dude. Kept Quiet, good to see you. Vazhers01, good to see you. John Zander, welcome back. Leonard Grant, good to see you. Jose, good to see you. Troa, good to see you. Average Aviator, welcome back. Aviator, good to see you. Lightspeed, welcome. Cameron Danks, good to see you, man. Greg Elwell, good to see you. IYR, good to see you. Yuckfu, good to see you. Max Medcraft, welcome back, my friend. Generation Blowout, what's up, dude? Been a minute. Hope all is well. Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Captain Will is here. Good to see you, Will. Welcome back, man. Hope you're having a great week. Almost through to another one. Almost into the weekend. My friend Tenure to Mobile, good to see you. J-Trains, welcome. Enemin, good to see you. Schmarkak, good to see you. Davis, good to see you. Moose, good to see you, man. Recently got into cargo flying. Would recommend the A300 or the MD-11. They're both absolutely fantastic, yes. We should be getting the A300 here in Microsoft within the next couple of months. So that'd be awesome. Mr. Citation Max is here. Good to see you, Max. Yes, we are going to be doing a evening stream tonight. We're only doing one leg tonight, Max. We've got a very busy next week. One leg tonight. I believe we're going to be doing Boston to Toronto. Toronto has ETC now coming in every Thursday. It's called Thursdays in Toronto. So that's the plan for this evening. I think we're just going to do one leg. We're just going to do Boston to Toronto this evening for our afternoon stream, or sorry, our evening stream. Strody, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, friends. So, as you can see, we're obviously got some beautiful American Airlines One World 737-800 down here in front of us. We're going to be doing some real-world American ops. We're going to be coming in from Boston down to Washington. Now, as the winds stand right now, we should be getting runway 19 for our arrivals. We can do the river visual. We'll just quickly check what the METAR is doing, but the plan is to do the river visual always. When we fly into DC, we always expect the winds are 180 at 6. Definitely getting the river today, friends. Yes, absolutely perfect. Sometimes we plan these perfectly. Some other times, I hate that when we get runway 1. Washington is obviously the famous approach is the river visual, so anytime that we can do the river visual, it always makes it that much more interesting. So yes, we will be planning the river visual today, which is always a lot of fun. We do have ETC on here in Boston. Nope, Boston has logged off. Okay, well, we did have ATC, but we don't have ATC anymore. So, anyways, it should be interesting. Should be able to get us out pretty quickly here without any ATC. Daza, thank you very much, man, for rejoining as a business class member. Huge no floaties, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. I know you're a very, very busy man, so thank you for your support, my friend. I hope all's well. Thanks so much. European Aviation, good to see you, mate. Usually end up on the river close-up visual. Yeah, exactly, right? Thankfully, I've flown this approach enough times where I kind of I kind of know what to expect at this point. The weather seems to be okay. I don't really see anything crazy in DC's 10-mile visibility, scattered at 25,000, so shouldn't have any issues into Washington today. Is Xbox X good for Microsoft Flight Sim? I don't know. I've never played it on the Xbox. I'm sure if you ask people in chat, there's somebody else who may be using Xbox for Microsoft. I'm not sure. Obviously, the ideal setup would be a PC setup, but I do understand that not everybody's able to afford thousands and thousands of dollars of a PC setup, right? So, yeah. The VATSIM wheelie happened in LaGuardia with JetBlue A321. I saw that. Pretty funny, right? The good old... Well, that's actually the GSX. We'll call that the GSX wheelie. River, where's my Mopar autographed life vest, just in case? I'm sure he'll be here. He may throw it to you, right? So, yeah. Sorry for your loss the other night. Yeah, I know, and I was at the game too. How brutal is that, man? I mean, it was a close one. They made it real close there at the end, but I don't know, dude. Ottawa's defense and their goaltending this year has not been... It's either their defense is electric, and they actually play incredibly well, and the goaltending's well, or it seems that just the defense and the goalies both take the night off. It's crazy, man. But anyways, lots of matchups against against Buffalo this year. So you guys took the first one. Hopefully we'll take the next few. Did you go to the Tampa Maple Leafs game? No, I went to the Buffalo Ottawa game. I live in Ottawa. I don't live in Toronto, right? So I actually despise Toronto. So nice ceremony for Craig. It was, yeah, retiring as a senator. I mean, he paid what did he play, over 400 and something games with Ottawa? So yeah, that's quite a few seasons. I think 10 or 11 seasons. So. You play the new Cities and Skylines game in an After Dark stream. Once it gets some updates, I don't know if you've been checking out the reviews and stuff like that, but yeah, the game is absolutely getting destroyed on Steam right now for just terrible optimization. The majority of people that I've watched and that people that have streamed have said that Cities and Skylines 2 needs about another 3 to 6 months in the oven. Yeah, probably take a look at it in a couple months when it's had some optimization patches and stuff like that. Not really interested in playing a brand new game and getting 25, 30 FPS. So, all right, friends. Well, baggage loaders are doing their thing. The passengers are boarding. Let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's go ahead and plan everything up here. And we are sitting cold and dark, so we'll go ahead and get everything set up here, ready to rock and roll. First things first, let's go to the overhead. We'll get the battery switched to the on position. We'll go get the ground power switched on as well. That should bring the aircraft to life, which it does. Beautiful. Get some panel brightness up in here so we can see what we're doing. Beautiful. IRS, left side nav, right side nav. Beautiful. Continue our flows down here. We'll get the forward fuel pump on. Everything else looks good up there. Everything's good there. We'll arm our emergency exits. Chime only can go on. Get our window heat on. Good. Hydraulic pumps can stay off. Probe heat stays in the auto position off for now. Everything looks good up there. We're going to 36,000 feet. So we'll go up 36,000. Our pressurization panel packs from the off position. Isolation valve is open. AP bleed is off. Engine bleeds are on. Trim air is on. Everything else looks good up there. We'll go and get our logo on position, and our position lights are on as well. Beautiful. Cool. John, celebrating 42 months. Huge no floaties to you, John. Thanks so much for your support, man. I appreciate you, dude. That's incredibly kind. Thank you, man. Just out of interest, what happens to the aircraft veering off course on this approach? What do you mean, Johan? What happens to aircraft veering off course on this approach? I don't know. It's a good question. A lot of restrictions within this airspace, obviously, right? With what's to the left side, the Pentagon on the right side of the approach. I'm not quite sure what would happen. I really don't know. It's a good question, though. But unfortunately, I can't answer that for you as much as I wish I could. I saw Will ask earlier what my routing is for cross the pond. We have Halifax to Vienna. Halifax to Vienna. I think it's scheduled at 7 hours on the flight time, 6.5, 7 hours on the flight time. It'll be a good one. I don't think we've ever departed out of Halifax on a cross the pond, so should be good. Should be fun. Hey, you're in my city. Let's go get some Boston pizza. Oh, baby. Yes, should be fun. You, because part of an F-16, you become part of a F-16 formation flight. Yeah, probably. I mean, I would assume, especially with the air base, there's an air base just on the other side of it as well, too, right? So, there we go. Apparently, boarding is complete. Wow, the passengers are in a rush this morning. Cool. Well, let me come down here quickly. I'm just going to work on a couple things. I'm going to go to PMDG setup, aircraft. I'm just going to make sure that everything's in, like, pounds. And okay, everything's in pounds. We should be good with all of that. Cool. Return. Let's go to PMDG setup. We're going to go to aircraft. We're going to go, or sorry, yeah, I want to go to equipment. And I just want to go through here and make sure that everything looks the way that it should. That's good. 2-class layout, eyebrow windows off, air stairs, sure, why not? That all looks good, that all looks good, that all looks good. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. I want you on, and all of that is good. All right, cool, sweet. We'll go back, we'll go back, we'll go back. Good, we'll go to FS actions. We're going to go to our payload weight today. According to the wonderful sim brief, we are looking for a 0 fuel weight this morning, this afternoon, whatever you'd like to call it. 0 fuel weight is going to be 135, where did I say that? 135.1. 135.1. We'll bug that up. Oops, 135.1. Good, there we go. 93% load, 92.9% load on the aircraft, so we are fairly heavy. Looks like we've got almost a full passenger cabin, missing about 11 people from a full aircraft, so that's good. We're going to return fuel on today's leg. It's weird that I have a fuel density. I've never seen that before. Fuel for today's leg is 16,200 pounds. So we're going to go 16.2. I'll put that up into there, 16,200. Beautiful, and you can see fuel density 6. I've never seen the fuel density. Maybe I've just never noticed it. But, cool, sweet, looks good to me. Return, good. We'll go to the FMC tab, we'll go to pause and it. Obviously sitting on the ground here in Boston, so we'll throw that into our reference airport. We're going to go next page, we're going to grab our left GPS. We'll scroll back, we'll set our IRS position. We can go to our route tab. We do have a company route today. So we'll go KBOS KDCA into our company route. We'll activate and execute. Beautiful. Call sign today, American 2145, real world ops. They do operate these in the 319. This is a pretty, I think this is a pretty busy route as well. I think they do this multiple times a day, but it is operated in a 319. At least the last couple flights that I checked on Flight Radar 24 was operated in the in a 319. So keep that up. Can you add the eyebrows? It's the OCD for me. The eyebrows? No, I don't like having the eyebrows. It's only like when you go to this view that I have here that you actually see the eyebrows, right? Also, for some reason, my scenery, the jet bridge, doesn't connect to my aircraft in a lot of, I don't know what it is about the Boston. Fly Tampa scenery, I have issues with GSX and Fly Tampa. It's a little bit weird. Davis.
Taking the river visual to the right. On one hand, you get to fly with F-16S, but on the other hand, you get to fly with F-16S.
Exactly. You're screwed if you deviate left or right, right? It's pretty wild. Thank you, Davis, for the support, my friend. 692. Guys, let's get some love and chat for Mr. Davis. Thanks so much, Davis. Appreciate the continued support of the channel, my friend. Huge enough photos, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Update your scenery will fix the jet rays. I am up to date, man. I am in the most current version. You guys know me by now. I don't really leave anything, especially if I know where I'm flying. I don't. The winds. Everything's updated with the scenery. It is the most current version of this. Of this scenery. I don't know what version it's on, but I have the Fly Tampa Universal installer and everything is up to date. So I'm not quite sure why it would be causing that. Winds are variable. So we're going to have a quick look and see what Boston is doing here off the weather radar. It looks like they're departing on the 22s, arriving on the 9s. You can see here there's quite a path coming in here on the 9s. So we'll plan to depart on, actually looks like they're arriving on the 22s as well. Kind of looks like they're doing everything right now. Interesting. Okay, we'll plan for 22 right for our departure. We'll leave that like that. Good. Let's come down here. We'll go to our departure page. We're going to plan for the PATS 6 departure. Pretty common out of Boston. And we'll plan 22 right for the departure, and we'll go ahead and execute that. Beautiful. Let's go to our leg page. We'll scroll through, make sure we don't have any discontinuities, which we don't. We'll go to arrivals. We're going to plan for the Clipper 3 arrival. And we'll plan it for runway 19. Clipper 319, we need the MXE transition, and we're going to plan for the RNAV 19 via Fergie. And we'll go ahead and execute that. Good. We'll scroll through. We'll make sure we don't have any crazy discontinuities or anything like that, which we don't. Beautiful. Looks good. Let's go to our NetRef tab. Plug in some numbers. 135.1 on the fuel burn. Actually, I'm just going to put 16.2. There we go. And then reserves, we're going to put 5. We're looking for a cost index of 35. We're going up to 36,000 feet. Because of the headwind, it's going to be a pretty gnarly headwind on the way there. An hour and 15 minutes on the way to DC and less than an hour on the way back to Boston because of that headwind. Pretty crazy. I think it's going to get up to 60 knots on the headwind. Cruise wind, I actually have it here, 289 at 53. So they're calling for a 53 knot headwind. Good. That's good. Transition altitude, 18,000 feet. We are in North America. That's all normal. N1 limits. We can do a slight derate on the takeoff, 95.6. We'll do a slight derate on the climb as well. Beautiful. Go to takeoff flaps will be set to 5 degrees. CG weight 25.7. Trim value 4.98. And we've got our V speeds there, 41, 42, and 50. I'm just going to wait to plug those numbers in until we're pushed back and we have our flap set. Otherwise they tend to change the numbers. So everything's done there. Beautiful. Let's go to the overhead. Let's go ahead and spool up the APU. I'll jump outside. We can listen to the APU spooling up as well. Beautiful sounds. Good.
Good morning, Cap. I'm ready for this river visual today. Let's get it. 8 days to go.
Crazy, man. I cannot believe, like I was saying, Mav, first off, thank you very much for the $10 donation. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, it was, man, I was thinking about it the other day. Like, we finished Flight Sim Expo and we were all excited because we were like, okay, the countdown starts now. 6 months. It was basically 6 months from Flight Sim Expo. We're literally, like you said, 8 days away. 8 days away from World Flight. It's absolutely bananas, man. I leave in 8 days. Absolutely incredible, man. I can't wait. I get to fly on my first Max 8. Pretty cool. Yeah, I added the custom camera from your server and it loads a cargo cam. That's weird. Can you change the camera at all? I still haven't figured out the camera system in Microsoft and how it works. To me, it something's, like I've mentioned before, whenever I try and upload my views and stuff like that, it just doesn't work. Like, I don't know. But then you can go and download views on flightsim.to and I don't know, man. Are you team Boeing or Airbus? I'm team adult. I like all airplanes. I feel like that's very much a childish thing. Like, oh, do you like Airbus or do you like Boeing? They're fucking airplanes. We like them all, right? I don't know. I've never had a preference of this is that, this is that. Let's flip this over to APU Gen. We'll go ahead and remove the ground services, release the ground power, remove the wheel chocks. I'm just going to make sure that our park brakes are on, which they're not. We'll do that now. Good. We'll go to GSX. We're going to go for prepare for pushback and departure. Beautiful. Let's come down here. Everything looks good there. Happy with that. That's all set. Let's go to the overhead. Let's go ahead and get our fuel pumps on. Let's get our seatbelts on. APU bleed can come on. Duct pressure can come alive. Again, 36,000 is set and checked. Good. Cool.
Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Let's run through our checklist. Again, we are leaving in about a week for World Flight, so we're going to try and nail down our checklist proficiencies. We also have Mr. Training Pilot here watching me today, so I have to be on my best behavior. Interior and exterior inspection has been completed. Circuit breakers checked. Nav and display switches normal and auto. Passenger signs are on. Window heat is on. Engine bleed air switches are on. Pressurization panel is set. Pressurization mode selector is on the auto position. Perfect. MCP panel. We'll bug this up 10,000. We'll go runway heading, so we'll go 22 right, even though it's an immediate turn out of here. We'll go 22 right. Good. And then we'll get our V was 150. We'll just bug that up for now. We'll bug up 150. There we go. Cool. MCP panel is set. Oxygen masks checked. Left side checked. Right side good. Altimeters 3018. Set and cross checked. 3018. Good. Flight nav instruments have been checked. Warning and enunciator lights have been checked. Speed brake is down. Takeoff warning checked and closed. Engine start switches cut off. Stab trim cutout switches are normal. Fire warning has been checked as well. Nose left, nose right. We want to be, southeast.
Parking brakes, please.
Okay, cool. They're ready to release the parking brakes. Sorry, I gotta get my little my little handle. I take this handle off when I don't fly. This is my little 737 flap handle. Goes on my... There we go. Cool. All right, sweet. Radios and transponder. We'll just set 2,000 in here for our squawk. We don't have any ATC, so we'll just set 2,000. Good. And it's on the XPNDR position. Beautiful. Radar is off. Rudder, aileron, free and zero. Parking brake is set. Windows are closed and locked. Flight attendant briefing has been completed. Departure briefing has been completed. Logbook QRH is on board. Fuel for today's flight. We've got 16.2 on board. We require 15.5 for departure. 16.2 on board, 15.5 for departure. Good. Pre-flight checklist has been complete. Beautiful. We'll do our pushback checklist. I just want to confirm. Yeah. I just got to confirm all the doors are closed, which they are. I've been having weird issues with the PMDG and the door not closing. Okay, it is closed. Beautiful. All right, let's go and release the park brake. Good. All right, pushback checklist. Doors are closed. Hydraulic panel is set. Fuel panel is set. Flight deck door closed and locked, and transponder XPNDR. Beautiful, looking good. Wonderful. Cool. Let's go ahead and spool up engine number 2 to ground. Beautiful. Turn those sounds up for you guys. Start valve open, N2 percentage rising. Good. Tanush, celebrating 9 months. How are you, my friend? It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, dude. Thank you very much for the continued support. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. 9 months. Sim Update 14 beta tomorrow. Interesting. What's planned for Sim Update 14? Let's go ahead and introduce fuel to engine number 2. What throttle am I using? Right now I'm using my honeycomb throttle. I like to switch between my honeycomb and my Thrustmaster throttle. When I fly the 737, as I just showed, I have all the 737. I have the Pro Desk Sim, whatever it's called, 737 set for my honeycomb Bravo throttle. So when I fly the 737, I like to use my honeycomb because it's I've got all like the proper size handles and throttles and stuff like that. Thanks again, Tanush. I appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you. I've been living under a rock. Any news for the EFB from PMDG? It's coming on Monday. Coming on Monday, man. So after this weekend, we've got we've got Cross the Pond on Saturday, no stream on Sunday, and then hopefully the tablet will be out on Monday for our stream. That's the plan for this week coming up here. CHLM gifted a membership to the channel. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much. Adelaide, make sure you say thank you in chat to CHLM. Thank you very much, my friend. And then coming in with another gifted membership. 2 gifted memberships from CHLM. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you, dude. Incredibly kind. Thank you, man. All right, we'll introduce fuel number 1.
Unlocking gear.
IEs, I don't think they're coming this month again. I think it's getting delayed again, Kevin. Judging by how things are on the Phoenix Discord right now, yeah, no. New sky. Oh, we are getting the new sky textures? Wow, okay, nice. And new snow. Perfect, right in time for winter.
Left is clear.
I like
Right
it.
is clear.
Cool. First time catching you live, but been binging your VODs. Great stuff, man. Love the content. El Matador. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome aboard to a live stream, man. Things are a little bit more fun when you can do it in the live, right? Everybody hanging out and, yeah. Bad Phoenix. Certainly sounds better today, Cap. I sound better? Absolutely, Gary. Yes, I am. I would say I'm 95%. I still got a little bit of sniffly sinuses going, but I think that could just be the change of season, man. It was like 4 degrees here the other day, and now it's 16 degrees. Yeah. Speaking of snow, it snowed. Oh, no. I don't think I'm supposed to get any snow before I leave for World Flight, Jarvis. I think I may return to some snow, but I don't think there's any snow scheduled, unless there's some, like, evening snow, which obviously could be, so, yeah. You don't sound like the Reaper. Nice. Good start, right? Good start. Had a first flight for the year earlier this week in Edmonton and Calgary. It looked great. Nice. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. What do you think of vacuum seasons? I like it, especially the color changing of the trees and stuff like that. That's absolutely fantastic. All right. After start checklist. Let me run through some flows here, make sure everything's done for us. Good. Good. Hacks, auto, ISO, auto, good, good, good. Good, good, good. Cool. After start checklist, generators are on, probe heats are on, anti-ice as required, air conditioning panel is set, recall has been checked because I need to put the yaw damper on. There we go, recall checked. Auto brakes over to RTO, wonderful. We'll go flight director left side, right side. We will not engage VNAV, we will engage LNAV, and that's it. Cool, park brake comes off. We'll go ahead and taxi ourselves over to, I forgot the APU bleed. Yes. I will go ahead and taxi ourselves over to 22 right for departure. Turn the sounds down just a little bit while we're taxing. Beautiful. What is my yoke sensitivity? I believe I just have it set to default. I don't really have it set to much more than that. Go flaps 5 degrees. That's all good there. That's all set. That's good. Cool. Beautiful. Looking good. Are we doing the river? Yes, we should be doing the river visual. Yeah. Flaps? Yes, thank you. I know. I know. Believe it or not, I do somewhat know what I'm doing. I know it's kind of crazy. Taxi checklist. Flaps 555 green. Takeoff speeds 141, 142, 150. Thrust, we've got takeoff 194.8. Good. Stab trim, we need it set to 498. So about 5% on our stab trim. That should be good right about there. Beautiful. And flight controls are checked, free and clear. Beautiful. After, taxi checklist is complete. Do we want to take, no, we'll take Bravo all the way out. Oh, stupid bug, man. I still not, 3 years later, I still cannot believe that this is a bug. You can't touch your brake while you are holding your right mouse, otherwise it engages your parking brake out of nowhere. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Do I use any NVIDIA filters or is this default? This is default, no filters, man. Just a reminder, Cap, raffles, not giveaways. Yes, raffles. Yes, we're going to have all kinds of raffles at World Flight this year. I'm very excited for that. Lots of raffles. I also really like this mic boom, this new mic boom. I like how it stays out of the way. You guys don't see like this big old boom hanging in the way. Short flight today, about an hour and 15 minutes. Not too short. It's like a usual Captain Canada banger, is like we like to call it. You guys all know me, man. I'm not one to sit for like 2-3 hours doing flights. No, not my style at all. Not my style. What did I miss? Pushback and startup. That's about it, man. That is about it. All right, we're out here on Bravo. We'll go Bravo all the way down. We'll go November. We'll cross the runways. Then we're planning 22 right. We can even take it via November. We'll go November 2, just because we did a slight derate on the takeoff. Raffles all dressed. I know, I'm trying to think like what I can bring with me for these guys. Haven't decided yet. I know that Flyboy wants me to bring some maple cookies, which totally makes sense. So I'll see if I can scoop some maple cookies for everybody for World Flight. The Canadians are here. Hide the maple cookies. Ooh, United 7-3 right here. Split skimiters. Very cool. Yes, facts. Butter tarts? Ooh, it's a good one. I feel like they have butter tarts in the US. No, maybe not. Maple cookies would go hard right now. Maple cookies are so good, man. Is it only doing it at that airport, Rydog? Try go to a different airport. Excuse me. IED or DCA should say right up top here, man. KDCA. I've got all the live information up here for you guys to make it as simple for you to kind of figure out exactly where I'm flying. I feel like GSX has a new update every day. They do. They update that thing like crazy, man. You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong, Max. I feel like the performance at this airport has got better as well. I used to struggle with like 30 FPS here. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better now. Could just be because there's not as many aircraft down on the ground, but your Indian brain has no idea what maple cookies are. Well, Canada is known for maple trees and maple syrup, right? So we like to make everything maple. So everything's maple flavored, like proper maple flavored. I believe the top of the SID is the Pat 6. What is top altitude? 5,000. Get out of here. I'm just going to bug this up, chat. 36,000. That's where we're going. No ATC, we're just going up to 36. Somebody said they want me to hand fly to 20,000 feet. You think that's a challenge? Challenge accepted. I will hand fly to 20,000 feet. Hopefully there's no crazy restrictions. Maple Plains? No Maple Plains. No. Canada is known also for great maple syrup heists. Are they? I don't know. One of the big prizes is a $1,500 FMC from Flight Deck Solutions. Wow. Can I win that one, Maverick? Am I eligible to enter said prize? If I donate $5, can I be... Can my name go onto the raffle ballot? Please? That's, I mean, you can win a $1,500 FMC. That's pretty badass. Some great raffles going on. Not sure if you caught my chat earlier, but I had the 5th row seats for DeBrinket's hat trick on Sunday. Threw my favorite O's cap on the ice and promptly texted my buddy on the Wings ice crew who was able to snag it. Nice. Very cool, man. Fuck DeBrinket, but very cool. Yeah. Little crybaby. Goes back home and fucking starts lighting it up. Yeah, man. This is what I hate about professional sports. And I obviously I'm joking, right? You know that I'm being sarcastic. But like, this is what I hate. You're getting paid millions of dollars to put the puck in the net. He comes to Ottawa and he acts like an ultra diva and like, I don't want to be here. I want to go play for my hometown Detroit Red Wings. I don't want to be here. He like even said in a, I don't know if you saw the interview, he basically admitted to being a piece of shit. Like he's like, I wasn't trying, I wasn't back checking, so many things. He was like, he basically admitted in an interview before the season started that he just didn't like Ottawa. He didn't want to be here. He felt that he didn't like being behind Kachuk and Stützle. He didn't like that he was the second line. Anyways. And then the guy goes over to Detroit and he's just lighting it up, leading the NHL in goals, leading in all these statistics right now. Him and Larkin are just tearing it up. It's just a piss off when you see that happen, man. Like, listen, buddy, you're getting paid millions of dollars to play a sport in a game that you love. Just shut up. Play the season. You don't want to be here. Request a trade after the season, but don't purposely try and fuck up a season for a bunch of people. I don't know, man. I just left I don't dislike the guy, but that whole thing left a very nasty taste in my mouth. Before takeoff, runway position 22 right inside, 22 right outside, flaps 55 green. Navigation briefing is complete. Takeoff warning is complete. Auto throttle goes to arm. Engine switches go to continuous. Transponder TARA. Flight 10 please be seated for departure. That's done. Cool. Yoke cam is coming on. Enjoy the departure, my friends. Sounds are going up. Let's get blasted. Throttle's 40%. Chrono. Toga. Let's go. Takeoff power set. Slight nose down pressure on the yoke.
Airspeed alive.
Thank you.
Knots.
We're neutral.
Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. VNAV. tires in. Let's go flaps up 1. Auto brake goes off, lock the gear. .220 flaps clean. Pitch for climb, looking good. Sounds can come back here just a little bit so we don't go deaf on a Thursday afternoon. Honeycomb throttle quadrant recommended for the TCA Boeing yoke. Is it recommended? No, I think it comes down to personal preference. Like I said, I've had my Honeycomb Bravo for years and years and years. The reason why I use it when flying my PMDG aircraft is because I have the Pro Desk Sim. You can search that if you'd like, Google it. The Pro Desk Sim 737 handle pack. So it basically makes all my handles exact same size and replicated of a 737. So that's why I use my Honeycomb Bravo when I'm flying the PMDG. But you can use the throttle that comes with this pack as well. I mean, it's just as good. It's just that when you spend hundreds of dollars on like handles and stuff, you're gonna try and use them, right? Cam Diaz, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Use the HUD for the aircraft all the way to cruise. Very satisfying. I don't like using the HUD, man. It's not for me. Not for me. I find it more distracting than anything. All right, we'll fly the whole SID by hand. You just follow your flight directors. It's pretty simple. From track IR on. Get some views out there. We can turn off our taxi light. We can turn off our wing light. Man, it's going to be so much easier when Dan is sitting right there and I can yell at Dan. Dan, turn off the taxi light. Dan, turn off the wing light. Oh, World Flight's going to be a lot of fun, chat. I'm going to be able to yell at Dan. Just spam chat with blame Dans. It's going to be really fun. We're going to have somebody to blame and it won't be me. Dan's going to be sitting right there. During World Flight for $1,000 dono for charity, Captain Canada will hand fly a full flight. Oh shit. I didn't know we agreed to that. Alright, there's 10,000 feet. We'll nose down here just a little bit. Once we make this right turn out, we'll go ahead and throw it over to autopilot. Team Dan, stop the bullying. You know that Dan made that emoji? I don't know if I've told you guys. I'm pretty sure I've said it. You know that whole, the blame Dan? You know that Dan made that emoji for the channel, right? So there's no sympathy here. Daniel made that for the channel. You're damn right I'm going to use it. Blame Dan. I think he made it though because we were just continuously blaming him. So he was like, oh fuck it, I'm just going to embrace it then. If I'm getting blamed and I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm just going to embrace this. But he made that emoji. Like, I didn't make that. That's literally done by Dan Barry. He did it in photo. Well, of course he did it in Photoshop. Excuse me. All right, there we go. Straight out now. We're gaining a little bit of speed. Beautiful. Is that what I can expect? No. Well, maybe. Depends. Depends how spicy I'm feeling that day, to be honest with you. I like doing long hauls, but I don't usually have the time. I don't mind long hauls, but I much prefer like these ops. Like the hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah. Just picked up 6 sceneries. Nice, dude. Hopefully you're getting them all on sale. I'm pretty sure you are. PJ, thanks for your subscription, man. Appreciate it, dude. All right, the aircraft is struggling to get to its 310 knots, so we put a little bit of nose down trim. All right, there we go. We hand flew it up to 15,000 feet. I feel like that's good, right? Yes, that's good. All right, cool. Autopilot's on. Back up into the flight deck. Beautiful. Cool. Watch me spawn Dan by using the command. No, Dan's probably working. Yeah, he's definitely working right now. I mean, he may come in on his lunch hour or something, but I am pretty sure he is working away. Long hauls is more like chatting with your viewers. I mean, it definitely can be. Yeah, it makes that aspect of things easier for sure. Absolutely. But like I said, I was telling somebody the other day, they're like, are you looking forward to Cross the Pond? And I'm like, honestly, no. I like doing it because I know that the chat likes doing it, and I know that it's good for the channel. Oops, sorry. It's good for the channel to do some of these Cross the Pond things and stuff like that. But like, as for me personally, do I enjoy doing it? No, I don't. I find that after like 3 to 4 hours, it's kind of difficult to carry a discussion. You know what I mean? So yeah. He kept down in Vegas for a few days of vacation. 9 a.m. stream start times are early here. That is early, AJ. Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, man. What aircraft are you flying for Cross the Pond? We're going to fly the Horizon Sim 787-900, Air Canada. Sonny, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. On sale, KIND, Myrtle Beach, Monterey, Guadalajara, Marrakesh, and Casablanca. Ooh. Some nice scenery. The Casablanca scenery is real nice. Rob, celebrating 9 months. Let's keep up the streams. Also stretching. Huge no floaties to you, Rob. Thanks for the continued support, my friend. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're coming up on 18,000 feet. That will be our transition altitude. Standard barometric pressure set and cross-checked. Set and cross-checked. And landing lights, runway turnoffs, start switches to the off position. We should have done our after takeoff checklist. Flaps are up, landing gear is up and off, packs are auto, engine bleeds are on, pressurization panel checked, APU, engine start switches is required, APU is off. Beautiful. Climb checklist standard, altimeter standard and cross check, climb checklist complete. Beautiful. Gap, do you prefer Latin VFR or BM World KSAN? BM World. I feel like it's a newer rendition of the airport. Anyone else looking forward to the Dash 7 coming out? I saw our good friend, what's his name? Bobby. Fuzzy. Bobby Fuzz. Fuzzy Bobby. Bobby Fuzzy? Fuzzy Bobby. I think that's his name. I saw he's doing a preview stream or something like that about it, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's a Dash 7. I would have loved for them to do a Dash 8. But, yeah, I mean, you could still do some cool ops in the Dash 7, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Bobby Fuzzy, that's it, thank you. I'm going to get yelled at for having problems with the sim, because that just seems to happen when Canada and Flyboy flights. Absolutely. Can't be my fault. Wasn't me. Guess we could just blame for forgetting the checklist on Dan. Absolutely, he wasn't here to do the checklist. How am I supposed to do everything by myself? Is Cali Crew hooking up with you with any real-world sim practice time on Canada? What do you mean, Timothy? Are you worried about all the Timmies for World Flight flying the new 787 and having no clue what to do? No. I feel like a lot of people have already, John. There's zero difference between the default 787-10, the Curo 787-800. So, no. I think we should be fine. I think for the most part, if people are going to fly the 787, they're probably going to feel a little bit comfortable flying it, but I wonder if Phoenix will face more delays. It sounds like it. It sounds like it. I still hope that they have the 319, 321 out by the end of the year. but it sounds like the IE engines are getting delayed again. So we'll see. I have a test starting at the same time. Slots are open tomorrow. Oh well. Hey professor, I've got to take this call. Exactly. I mean, it takes 2 seconds, Michael, to as long as you can just like get it like ready to go, get the website open and stuff. Yeah. Smitty was here the other day. Yeah, Smitty is still alive. Ekep, did you drop your world flight schedule on Discord? Look for it, but I can't join on a leg. Did I drop the world flight? No, I haven't yet, Davis. Somebody pinned me and asked me that yesterday if I would post the schedule. The reason why I don't want to post it quite yet is because we've still got a full week of streams. So I don't want to post the schedule, and then, of course, you know how this works. Everybody's going to be messaging me the week of world flight and be like, Captain, there are no flights. Where are you flying? So, no, I'm going to post the world flight schedule probably the day before I leave for world flight. We have streams going next Thursday. So 1 week from today will be the last day of streams before I leave for world flight. So I will probably post everything next Friday. I'll put it all nice detail. I'll have everything for you guys all there to see. There's just no point in posting it now. I know people want to see it now, but there's just no point. Like I said, if I post it now, people are just going to be confused and be like, well, wait a second. When is world flight? You have a full week of flights coming up, blah, 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 blah. Is the flight model, the Horizon 787, similar to Kuro's? I actually find it to be significantly better, Hawaiian Ops. Really, really, really good. I feel like the Kuro kind of still uses the default, slightly tweaked. In my opinion, the Horizon felt really good, especially the release candidate 5 that I flew the other day on Monday. Yeah, it was fantastic. Fantastic. I see the Cali crew practicing in a simulator for world flight. I didn't know if you had a 737 simulator in Canada that they're having you practice on. No, this is my practice flying here. Also keep in mind the Cali crew is a different crew. We're the SoCal crew. Yeah. I would imagine the potential success of the 787-900. Kuro will go back and tune up the 800. I don't know, Ken. It's a good question. I know that Kuro helped with the Horizon 787, so yeah. Hey Cap, how you doing? I was wondering if there's a way to optimize Microsoft. I have an NVIDIA GeForce 3050 and I barely get 18 FPS with the Phoenix. Got to turn some settings down, Eduardo. It's flight sim, man. I would start putting things on like low or medium and start working your way up for there. Don't worry, the sim still looks great, even running at low or whatever. But it sounds like with a 3050, you shouldn't be getting 18 FPS. You should be up in the 30s and 40s. I would say dial back some settings, probably running everything on high or ultra. Try dialing back some settings, and you got to find that sweet spot. Simulators are all about configuring those sweet spots, you know. Also, Microsoft is heavily CPU dependent, so it also depends on what CPU you have. The Horizon seems great. It is. I mean, it's out tomorrow as well, so you guys will be able to fly it if you do plan on taking it for across the pond. Yeah. Kept doing some tutorials on Airport Sim. Have you installed it yet? I have not. No. You should maybe fly Finnair, so-called triangle route from EFHK to EFIV. Flying Barbarian, if you could put that into the Discord, that would be great. The flight suggestion channel, I'm not going to remember, man. I've got a million things going on in my brain right now, trying to help the fiance before world flight, everything that needs to be done around the farm, and then I have a million things that I need to do around here as well before I leave, and then of course we've got our stream schedule. So yeah, if you want to see those routes flown, your best bet would be the Discord flight suggestion channel. Literally copy and paste what you just wrote in here. That would be much appreciative, man. Yeah. You thought it was the Cali crew? No, we're the SoCal crew. I don't know much about, like, I don't know much about the Cali crew. All I know is the SoCal crew have been the guys that I've been like Fly with Rookie, Maverick, Jeff Faviano, like all those guys. These are all guys that I'm friends with. So yeah. Out of curiosity, when booking a slot for Cross the Pond, should I have my call sign and aircraft type ready for booking tomorrow? Or is it as simple as go to CTP, log into VATSIM, and hit book? I mean, securing a flight is as simple as just logging on and finding an open slot, Michael. Once you have your slot, you have to go to the dashboard, and then in the dashboard, you can then set your aircraft type. I don't think you actually have to put your aircraft type. I think you just need a call sign, right? So, yeah. Mike, celebrating 5 months, SoCal crew baby, 8 days. It's incredible, dude. I cannot believe that we are basically here. It is going to be an unbelievable time, man. I can't wait for it, dude. Pilot, farmer, quite the resume. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Calisthenics? What the fuck is a calisthenics? How do you get a slot cap? Just go to Cross the Pond. Google Cross the Pond and then follow the websites. VATSIM Cross the Pond. And then I believe it opens tomorrow for anybody that can pick a slot. So, yeah. You just have to put your call sign in your max cruise flight level. There you go. Yeah. Can't wait to see you and the boys. It's going to be incredible, man. Going to be incredible. Yeah. I'm very excited for it. 1200 Zulu tomorrow for slots. There you go. Hey, Gap, any other streamer you watch that does flight sim? Yeah. Quite a few, to be honest with you. Off the top of my head, London Controller, Chewy94 over on Twitch. Over on YouTube, we've obviously got Blue Games, we've got XP72, we've got V1 Simulation, we've got Flight Deck to Sim. There's a bunch, man. There's a bunch. Now, I don't get to spend a lot of time watching other streamers as much as I would like to. I do hang out when I can, but like I was mentioning before, I have a very busy, like outside of like the whole stream and stuff, man, like I'm pretty busy. If I'm not here at my computer, I'm usually either out doing something or I'm out at the farm. So yeah. Did you say you were posting world flight schedule in the Discord? I am, yes. On Friday before the event, I will be before I leave Friday, next Friday, I'll be posting it up. Yeah. It's a workout regime. Oh, sorry. Don't know if you've already mentioned it, but how long you gone for World Flight? I'm gone for 7 days. So Saturday to Saturday, and I'll probably need to take some time when I get back, to be honest with you, just because World Flight's going to be pretty crazy. I know I can show you the schedule right now if you guys kind of want to go over the schedule together now. I can show you what the schedule looks like now. Individual pilot schedules, Captain Canada, that's me. All right, so here's our schedule. You can obviously tell, like, and here's why I said when I get back, I'll probably take a couple days just to like get myself. As much as this is a vacation, you can obviously tell here that I've got some pretty long days in the simulator, right? So, I mean, we've got 7+ hours on the first day. We've got 6+ hours, 6.5, 7 hours the second day. I've got over 10 hours on the third day, 12 hours on the fifth day, and again, 11 hours on the sixth day. So I've got a very busy schedule. So it's not like there's going to be no streams, right? So remember that I am going to be streaming this entire event. So even though these are just my flights, there is an entire event, and I can show you here. This is the whole event, right? Obviously, you can see how many flights we're doing and how many days consists of it. These are just my flights out of this whole schedule here that you see. These are my flights. Now, I'm going to stream the entire event. I get there on Saturday evening. So Sunday morning, most likely my stream will go live. I'll probably do it for my flight. So I fly Sunday morning at 10:55 a.m. Please keep in mind as well, all of these times are Pacific times, right? Pacific. I usually stream Eastern time. These are Pacific. So this is 3 hours back from when I usually go live. So do keep that in mind. So like here, the day that I fly with Jeff, when we're going Atlanta to Boston, Boston to Winnipeg, that actually starts at like our usual stream time, 12 o'clock. So that day is actually going to be awesome. That Monday, this is probably a day where everybody's going to want to be, that is the most accurate to our usual schedule. And that's a long day of flying. I mean, there's no, you know, it's almost 3 hours from Atlanta to Boston. I think it's like 2.5 hours. And then from Boston to Winnipeg, I actually think it's over 3 hours. So you have to keep that in mind. So it's going to be long days. But this is my schedule. And like I said, I will be going live Sunday, probably just before I go live with Maverick. Maverick and I are flying on Sunday to start off the day. That's when my stream will start. And I'll have my stream going all the way till when I leave on Friday. When I leave the sim. I leave very early in the morning, 5 a.m. Saturday morning is when my flight leaves. So anyways, I'll be streaming the entire event, even for the flights that I won't be there. So like, you know, you can see here, I fly with Maverick with Dan as the jump seat. So that's my first 2 flights on Sunday. I'll be keeping the stream live this entire time. I will open up chat when I'm there and I'm live. But yeah, I'm going to stream the entire event. So I'm going to stream all 5 days for you guys, 6 days. Anyways, yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. Anyways, I will put that schedule up for everybody to see, for everybody to look at. I'll have that schedule up before I leave for the world flight. Player, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Pineapple Man, good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well as well. Main chat is on the team channel, and to claim raffle prizes, we'll have to do so on that chat as well. Yeah, and we'll be spamming links. I'm going to bring my laptop, Maverick, so I'll have my laptop with me, so I'll be able to open and close my chat and be able to post links to my chat and stuff like that, right? So, are you doing anything to set up donations for World Flight during the long stream? Should donations go directly to the website? Yep, I will take care of everything, Michael. Do not worry. I'll have links posted in stream. You know how I can pin messages? I'm going to have a pinned message up top here that will guide you everywhere. Obviously, donations through the entire week. If you do want to donate to myself, I would actually request that you donate to World Flight. This isn't about donations coming to me. This is all about World Flight charity and getting our donation goal for the event, right? So yes, don't worry, I will have all the proper links posted everywhere for everybody. It should be very simple to figure out. Again, we've got $5 donation gets you 1 raffle ticket. You can only get 1 raffle ticket, so if you donate $20 to the cause, you don't get 4 raffle tickets. Ted's gone, Will, but somebody brought to my attention, I went back on a stream, he's just a fucking moron, man. He's gone, Will. Just don't worry. He has been removed, as well as a couple others. So, yeah, don't worry. There will be a Streamlabs link for donation, which is how we know who donates and can put the names in the pot. Yes, correct. Yeah. Considering the luck that I've had on this channel, I assume all donations will somehow go to me. Right, Nikimo? I mean, it's not wrong. How many of you won now? 2 or 3? Right? Pretty sure you've won 3 and you've claimed 2. Will you only fly in America and Europe 2 on World Flight? No, Matija, we're all over, man. I don't know if you saw that. Like, we're all over the world, dude. You can see here, like, we start in Sydney to Melbourne, Melbourne to Wilkins, Wilkins to Union, Union to Ushuaia, boy, Comodoro to Carrasco, Carrasco to Brasilia. We're flying over all around the world, Yeah. Who's Ted? Don't worry about it. Nobody that concerns you. Trust me. 3 giveaways you've won. You've claimed 2. Man, that's crazy, dude. Absolutely crazy. Hiccup, been on flight sim for years, but not sure I want to go into the VATSIM world. Any suggestions? Do it. You owe it to yourself, Dan. Trust me, man. It's going to be that next step. It's really going to be that next step. It's going to be it's going to completely change the way that you fly. It's going to completely change the aspect of flying. Trust me. If you're comfortable with your aircraft, VATSIM shouldn't be an issue. All donations are sent from us directly to the charity. No money stays with the team. It's all for Orbis International. Perfect. Wife and I just booked a trip to Montreal for New Year's. Very excited for the poutine. Nice, John. Where are you coming from? Like in the U.S. somewhere? Moment of silence in the graveyard shift for the personnel at World Flight. Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, dude. This is what people sign up for, right, Davis? It's not like people are forcing them to do it. Obviously, the schedule is made, and you can make amendments to the schedule. You can request, but I think for the most part, most people don't mind. Which is very true. You get the fact that you get to come in and you get to basically fly in a $200,000 full simulator setup and stuff like that. I don't think you're going to find too many people that are like, meh, no thanks, But I think everybody kind of has accepted their role and understands the role and understands that, sometimes, I mean, like for me, right? Like I'm used to doing 3-4 hours at a time and then I'm off. So there's multiple days where I'm there for 10 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours. So like everybody is making sacrifices, right? Everybody is going to have to do. Now, that being said, I'm a content creator and Jeff's a content creator. So obviously content creators are probably going to get the more recommended slots, if you will, right? And I think that just makes sense. But I don't think I think everybody's just excited. I think everybody's understands that it's for charity and that it's, the way that it kind of ends up happening. So FS Expo will feel like a vacation compared to this. Absolutely. That's why I said, Will, when I get back on Saturday, I'm probably going to take a couple days. Like, don't be surprised, chat, if when I get back on Saturday, we end up streaming on like maybe Monday, and then I take the Tuesday, Wednesday back off again, just because I was joking with Maverick. I was saying I'm going to need a vacation when I come back from this vacation. Because if I'm being 100% honest with you, as much as this is a vacation, yes, I get to go somewhere, I get to travel on a plane, I get to be with some like great friends and stuff like that. But like this is like a workcation, right? Like this is very much like we're doing this for charity. This is very much it's going to be a very busy week, like very busy, right? So, but Maverick has been great in kind of including things as well. Like there was really only one thing that I wanted, Will, out of this entire trip, and that was just one day to go to LAX to do plane spotting, to go to the in and out under the 24 right runway. Certain things that I never thought I would be able to do that as like an av geek I've like watched for years and years and years and years. So Maverick was able to include that. So really, man, I'm fine. I have my one day off, which is Wednesday, and we're going down to watch some plane spotting in LAX and see some 380s and 747s and stuff. So yeah. You're coming from Chicago, so the weather won't be a shock. Okay, there you go, John. Very cool. Yeah, I would say when in Montreal, you got to try the smoked meat. You have to go get some smoked meat. You got to go to like a proper like a deli, like a proper Jewish deli. You have to do that when you're in Montreal. Get the bagels. Please, for the love of God, go to a bagel shop. Any of the bagel shops, you have to go get some fresh Montreal style bagels. You will be on cloud nine, sir. They are just incredible, and you'll get them and they'll be fresh. Ask for some butter on the side, just eat them right out of the bag. Oh man, smoked meat, Jewish deli, bagels, poutine. And honestly, don't go to the places that show there's a couple chains that have come up now, like Smokes Poutinery, I think it's called. Don't go to those places. Do a little bit of research, find the hole in the wall, find the place that is like famous for like making that type of stuff. Don't go to the little, the knockoff poutine shops and stuff where it's just going to be, packaged gravy and all that. You want the real deal. Oh, the real deal. Smoked meat, bagels, poutine sounds like a party, dude. I'm telling you, man. Took everyone's request and made it possible. For the schedule was a nightmare, but I got it all done. And it's just about everyone's special request in there. See? Exactly. Exactly. Don't go to the cute places. Yeah, exactly. Will I be taking videos? Yeah. So my plan, Will, is I want to be uploading as many YouTube shorts as possible, Will, when I'm on this trip. So like my departure out of Ottawa on the 737 MAX to Vancouver, I want to get like that as a YouTube short, kind of like what I do when I go away to these world flights and stuff, right? I always post my landings. There's LaGuardia down there, chat. There's LaGuardia, there's JFK, and Newark should be right down here somewhere. Yeah, so that's the plan for like videos and stuff like that. I'm debating bringing my little selfie stick thing that I have so that I can get like an hour of plane spotting at like LA, or 2 hours, and then like come home and edit it and cut it down to like an actual plane spotting video. So we'll see about that. I have thought about doing that. I actually like the idea of doing that. But yeah, I'll be doing a bunch of YouTube shorts and stuff as well. So yeah. Sorry, John. I know, man. I know, dude. But listen, Montreal, if you can as well, John, go to Old Montreal. Make sure you take an afternoon or an evening. Go down to Old Montreal, walk around the port, walk around the cobblestone. It literally feels like you're in Europe somewhere. You'll be like, holy shit, like we're in North America right now. Go to Old Montreal, walk around, take in some of the restaurants. I don't know if you have the Keg, Baton Rouge. There's a bunch, man. There's some crazy Italian places. Do that. You will not be disappointed. Those are probably the biggest things I can say. Go to the Jewish deli, go to the bagel shop, go grab yourself a proper poutine, and check out Old Montreal. And you're staying in Old Montreal? Ah, dude, you're already set then. You're already set for an experience, my friend. You will have a great time. Take in the people, the culture, the wine, the beer, the food. Everything's just so fresh. It's so good, man. I love Montreal. I love it. I don't think I could live there. It's a little bit too much, but Baton Rouge is good. Baton Rouge is delicious. Cal, thanks so much for 3 months, man. Appreciate you. Says, party where? I'll parachute out of the plane now. Huge shelf floaties to you, man. Thanks for your support. Appreciate you as always, dude. Thank you, man. Try Modavi Jazz Restaurant in Old Port, Montreal. The best. There you go. Taking down the suggestions. I like it. We're going to Langer's Deli for sure on that LA Day. Best pastrami and Jewish deli. I'm all for it, man. We also want to head up Texas to Brazil that night, right, Maverick? Fuck, dude. That's gonna be a busy day. I don't know how we're going to fit all this in, because we have to go to In-N-Out. We got to go to the In-N-Out. Like, that's like my main purpose, is the In-N-Out under 24 Right. I know 24 Right's closed for the next like 9 or 10 months or something, but what vape do I have? I have a bunch of vapes. This is just like a random one that is sold at the store. I don't know. It's not very good. The battery is pretty shitty, but I have, what's my main one that I have? The something 2. The one that I bring everywhere. I forgot what it's called. The Pocket 2 Rave Guy. PKT and then 2. Pocket 2. Yeah. Langer's Brunch, In-N-Out Lunch, Texas to Brazil Dinner. Fuck me. You're going to be rolling me home after that one there. Another Montreal suggestion. Focaccia Pizza, 1123 Rue Square Philippe. Pretty great. There you go. Off the left wing is where I live, Staten Island, also known as Staten, Italy. Nice ball. Very cool. Wait, Staten Island, where? Is that over here? Or over here? Or here? This is Staten Island right here. That's Staten Island, right? This whole part right here, that island. Can't forget some close to the border Mexican food. You know. I feel like we were going to have to do like street tacos, 49 whiskey or something like that, man. Yeah. All right, 30 miles till descent, chat. Let's go ahead and descend. We'll forecast our descent. We'll send that off. Request descent winds. Good. We'll go ahead and met our KDCA for us. We'll grab that. Quick entry into Mexico. Get some tacos back to the USA. I'm Canadian. It's a little bit more difficult. A little bit more difficult than that. I thought about doing it with Jeff and Smitty when we were there, but yeah, we never ended up doing it. All right, winds are 170 at 5, still perfect for the river visual, runway 19, actually blowing right down the runway, 9 knots, that's perfect. 10-mile visibility, scattered at 25,000, 23 degrees, beautiful day in DC, holy. 3026 on the QNH. Go ahead and bug that up, execute that, we'll load that. Good. It's going to populate everything into there. Good. Execute that as well. Beautiful. Go back to our progress page. 26 miles till our descent. Let's open up our charts here quickly for a second. I just want to see on the Clipper 3, we take it all the way down to Nays. Probably end up vectoring ourselves across, but we'll go initial descent 10,000, and we'll go for there. I've been just in the stream at work now for the past hour. Haven't done any work. Uh-oh. It's okay, man. You're on vacation. The week coming up to World Flight, you're basically on vacation, right? So, by the way, Cap, where is World Flight taking place? It is in Southern California, outside LA, just outside LA. San Bernardino, Ontario, Fontana, that area. Big Pops, what's up, my man? Thanks so much for the $5 donation. Appreciate you, dude. Huge enough floaties, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is extremely kind. Oh, chat, Toby Eye Tracker is, I just got an email from Toby Eye Tracker. My Toby Eye Tracker is en route. It is on the way to me. Oh, baby. Toby Eye Tracker review coming up soon. Let's go ahead and get some information down in here for, like, minimums and stuff like that. If we go to approach, we're going to do RNAV runway 19. Actually, I guess we want the river visual. RNAV. We do have the RNAV from Fergie, which is essentially the river visual, but that's okay. Minimums will be 491. 491, so we'll bug that up. 491 for minimums. Good. Beautiful. Cool. Big Pops, thanks for the 5 bones, man. I appreciate you, dude. Says, hello there, Captain. Operating United 272 from Shanghai to JFK. Oh, my goodness. Well, sir, I'm glad that you're operating that flight and not me. That's a long one. That's a long one. I thought you said you didn't like the Toby Eye Tracker when you were using it in Houston. So, no. Again, please don't stretch the words. What I said is under the circumstances, Sklit, having multiple different people, multiple different height levels is what was really fucking things up.
Operating United 272 from Shanghai to JFK.
That is a wild one. Thank you for the $5, man. I really do appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is what I didn't like about using the track IR the Toby when we were in Houston, was everybody's difference of height and, right, it just was messing everything up because Toby picks up your head and it keeps that as that. So anyways, we're going to do a full review. I've already told them it is a paid review, and I've already told everybody this in case you didn't know. This is a paid review. Toby is sending me an eye tracker, and they're also paying me to do a review on my channel for you guys. But in this, in the contract stipulated with them, is that I always make sure I never will take products or endorsements to buy my good views or good outlook on it. I will be 100% honest with you, and if it's not up to my standards, it's not what I like, then I won't. Then I'll be 100% honest with you, and I'll probably go back to using my track IR. Now, I'm excited to try it just because as much as I love my track IR, having this thing hanging off your head can be a little bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. When I turn my head, you know, sometimes it gets caught on my microphone and anyways, so there are benefits of it that I'm really looking forward to. There's some cool things that we can do as well. You know, you guys know that when I go on my joystick cam, right, I can take off my sunglasses and I can obviously look and things. So it actually has like an eye tracker. So I'm going to be using it for the head tracking availability is what I'm using it for, because it doesn't need to look at my eyes. It's still just going to track my head. Very similar to like track IR, right? It should pick up my head going left, picking going right, going up, going down. So there's that aspect to it. But what's cool is when I switch it over to yoke cam, I can put on the eye tracking, and you guys will be able to see where and what I'm looking at, right? So outside, down, outside. It's really cool from a pilot's perspective to see and to show you guys just how much, like, you know, movement happens between looking outside and looking at speed and monitoring speed, and looking outside and monitoring speed, altitude, glide path, the transition that happens between both. So we're going to be able to do some cool things. So yes, I'm probably going to make a edited video And then we'll obviously use it in live streams as well, but I'm probably going to make an edited video where I can kind of go over my settings, how I have it configured, how I personally enjoy using it, and or don't enjoy using it, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. So probably make a video when I get back. So yeah. It's also like 50 people sitting around. It was picking up a lot of seats and eyes, and it got very confused. Yeah, it wasn't a good I agree, Jarvis. It wasn't a good like first impression, and I think you're right. There's a lot of reasons why it didn't really go as well as it should have, right? So, is TrackIR a paid sponsor? So they're not like sponsoring the channel moving forward. I am getting paid to do the review, Will. So no, I wouldn't really call them a paid sponsor. I'm getting paid to do a review to get it out before Black Friday. They're having a huge sale on the eye tracker, I think, for Black Friday, and I think that's what my my contract with them was, that it has to be out before Black Friday because they want to use it as promotion for people to see and stuff. So a good review would be the good pros and cons. I'm looking forward to seeing you put it to the test. Yes, we'll be good. TrackIR. Oh no, is TrackIR a paid sponsor? No, I bought TrackIR years and years and years ago. No, I don't think TrackIR sponsors anybody, man. TrackIR, believe it or not, is a pretty low-key small company. There's really not a lot that goes into this TrackIR. It's very basically simple, as far as like an infrared camera that sits on your monitor, and then this little infrared thing here. It's super simple. So yeah, they're actually a tiny company, tiny company. You got with 32 gigs RAM. Do you see these specs are good? i7 13700, 3060, and yeah, those are perfectly fine. Those are good specs. Yes. Heard good things about Tobii eye tracker. Looking forward to your thoughts. Cool. Yeah. XP72 uses it, looking interesting since there's no headgear. Yeah, exactly. That's the one thing that I'm looking forward to, is not having to wear something attached to my headset and stuff like that. Because if I'm being honest with you, choosing headsets has always been about, will my TrackIR fit on it, right? So like the TrackIR, it has this clip, right? That you can take it off. That's basically what it is. That clip, do you see how I have to buy headsets that will allow for a clip to go like that around it and clip into it? So you're basing your you're basing what headsets you can choose with, does your TrackIR fit that headset, and will it be compatible with it, right? Because most headsets, like if you get like a big chonky like thing here, most headsets you won't be able to you won't even be able to fit the TrackIR around it. So there's a lot of pros and cons even just using the TrackIR. Now I love the TrackIR. I've already mentioned it before. My favorite thing about the TrackIR is the software that comes with it. This, in my opinion, is what I thoroughly enjoy. It's so easy to use. It's so easy, like with a half a second, no brain does it take you to like kind of change how things are. You can do the motion control, so you can make it so like you can turn. I can basically, we just did a 360 degree and I barely moved everything, right? So it's all about the speed, it's all about the smoothness. It's that's why I love TrackIR. And because I've used it forever, and the games list of titles that they have that like it works with and stuff, it's just incredible, right? The games list is insane how much it it's just super easy. It's very simple to use. It's very laid out. It shows what the camera's picking up. It shows how the camera's picking up your IR. Up here it shows where your head movement, the top movement, the front movement. It's a really intuitive and cool program. Yeah, that's why I love TrackIR. Maybe it's just like, maybe at this point it might even just be like a comfortability thing. I just feel more comfortable using TrackIR than any other tracking system. But like I said, Tobii has reached out, and I've heard good things about Tobii. I've seen other people use Tobii, and I know that they're also partnered with Thrustmaster, so that's obviously another hand in hand, right? I am a Thrustmaster ambassador, so if I can get Tobii on board as well, make two people happy, make Toby happy, make Thrustmaster happy. So yeah. No, I just got an email. I just got a tracking link, Paul, saying that it is on its way. I don't know where it's coming from. Let's see where it's coming from. It is coming from... It is coming from... Oh, wow. Okay. It's coming all the way from Sweden. So it's coming where it's manufactured. They manufacture it in Sweden. So it's coming from Sweden. I would say it'll probably be here next week at some point. Hopefully it gets here before World Flight. I don't think I'm going to have time to use it before World Flight and put a video together. But that is a really good project for me to work on when I come back from World Flight and I need those couple days to kind of, you know, settle back in and get a vacation away from that. So, yeah. Making Thrustmaster happy. Aren't you the Thrustmaster? I don't know. Does Toby Eye Tracker allow you to move your head around the cockpit without moving your mouse? Yes. So just like Track IR, which I'm using right now, it is basically the exact same thing as Track IR, except you don't have to wear this thing on your head. It's a camera that gets mounted at the bottom of your screen, and it takes like a picture of your head, and it bases it just on your head movements and stuff like that. But it is essentially the exact same thing as that. Yeah. Jake, thanks so much, man, for the Australian $10. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much for your support. I truly do appreciate that, man. That's incredibly kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, let's get some love and chat for Jake. Huge no floaties, Jake. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see it on Amazon, the Toby Eye Tracker 5. Is that good? That's what they're sending me. So again, if you want to wait till I get my review out, it's perfectly... You can decide after that, but I'll have my review out again before Black Friday. Black Friday is November 24th. So, yeah. So it tracks your head and your eyes. Yes, so you have multiple options. When it originally came out, it was an eye tracker. And then since I guess the generations of Toby Eye Tracker, we're up to Toby Eye Tracker 5 now, it does full head movement, and then you can use your eyes as well. But it's got full head movement, full head trackability. We were using it in Houston at the expo. So yeah. Jake, thanks again, man, for the $10 donation. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, they just sent me my unit, Yeti, so I should have a review up within the next couple of weeks. I'll probably have a full review. Like I said, I want to do a review outside of a stream as well. So you'll be able to get, I'll be able to kind of go over my settings, my sensitivities, what I think about it. So we'll go with that. Hello, Cap. What are my current graphic settings? Exclamation point MSFS. And then look for the Nightbot command. It's pretty simple, man. Everything's on high-end preset. Clouds, ultra, trees, low. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. All right, our altimeter was 3026. We'll bug that up. 3026. Good. That's bugged up as well. We're going to go auto brake 3. All right, let's do our descent checklist. Altimeter 3026 set and cross-checked. Minimums 491 set and cross-checked. Landing data. We're going flaps 30, 149 on the V approach. Good. Auto brake set to 3 as required. Pressurization panel is set. Recall is checked. Descent checklist complete. Beautiful. Austin, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. I'm restarting my journey to become a VAT sim controller. Wish me luck. Nice, JQB. Wish you all the best, man. I hope you have a lot of fun with it, dude. I'm eventually going to do it as well. I think when things calm down a little bit and it's not like a 2-year wait list. Is the video fuzzy for anyone else or an issue with my internet connection? I don't know. Check the little gear symbol at the bottom and make sure you're on 1080p. Just passed my commercial oral check ride today. 5 to 7 a.m. was brutal. Hey, congratulations, Ben. That's awesome, though, man. Good start, right? Good start, dude. Good start. All right, we need to be at Dark for 2,600. Fergie for 3,000. I'm going to bug up the descent. We're going to continue down to 3,000. You ever played Stardew Valley? No. I don't play a lot of mobile games, Austin, to be honest with you, dude. I just don't. Like when I'm traveling and stuff like that, I usually just have like Netflix or YouTube on my phone or something. Where am I going to control? I would love to do Toronto Center. Toronto Center, because then that would allow me to do Ottawa, my hometown, and to do Toronto. So, Echo, what's up, man? Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Welcome back, man. It's not a mobile game. Playing on PC is legit. What, Stardew Valley? No. I mean, if I wanted to play something like that, wouldn't I just play like Farm Sim or something? Speaking of which, chat, After Dark, tomorrow, Farm Sim with Maverick and probably Flyboy. We're doing some Farm Sim. You guys have been asking me to do Farm Sim forever. Farm Sim After Dark tomorrow, sponsored by the beautiful people at Thrustmaster. We're going to be using our Thrustmaster X-Swap Pro. It's a good game to play on the couch with the fiance. Okay, there you go. See, she doesn't really play games, which is kind of crazy. We're all about movies when we get together, man. It's all about movies. Oh, by the way, chat, I felt like I needed to show you guys this. Yesterday, we worked our asses off all day. We didn't have lunch. And this is what I made for dinner last night. For those of you that know, you know. Let me open this bad boy up. Let me just show this right here. This is what I made last night for dinner. Charcuterie. We got some like 7-year-old aged cheddar. Got some 3-year-old aged cheddar. 1-year-old aged cheddar. Got some blue cheese. Got some apples, some grapes, some strawberries, some pickled beans, pickled, what are these called? Gherkins? No, not gherkins. Maybe gherkins. I don't know. All the nice meat. Red pepper jelly. This one was balsamic, onion, garlic, grape jelly. For those that know, no, I wish I could tilt that picture, but man, that was epic. Absolutely epic. That was just for me? No, that was for both of us. And we didn't eat it all. No, we didn't even come close to eating it all. I ended up packing it up, and she's probably going to have it for dinner tonight. Yeah. Oh, man. The charcuterie boards, they're so good. If you've never done it, there's something special that pairs when you get like a cheddar and you get like a sweet kind of savory jam with the cheddar, and oh my Lord. Special. Ate a lot of that in the summer with some beers. Oh, yes. Has Daisy left your side since? She was there the whole time. Yeah, the whole time. You got to see some blue slots for Cross the Pond, and they say book, but they won't let me click on it because it doesn't open till tomorrow. The booking time does not open until tomorrow. What city is this? This is Baltimore? Has to be Baltimore, right? Where's BWI? It's got to be right up here. Yeah, it's definitely Baltimore. You lived in Ottawa your whole life? Yes, unfortunately. Ottawa. Shitty town. Don't like it. It has to be Baltimore, right? Yeah, it's Baltimore. Love red pepper jelly epic board. I was so good, man. So good. Baltimore and DC have some of the worst traffic I have ever seen. Interesting. I mean, DC, understandable because of probably all the restrictions, and there's BWI right in front of us. That's why there's the 10,000 foot restriction until you get past Baltimore. Got to overfly it at 10,000 feet. And then you can continue your descent down. How are the flights going? Good so far. Good so far. It's the first leg. It was good so far, man. So if I may ask, why are some showing booked if the time is tomorrow? So Blaze, the way that it works is if you show interest in WorldFlight, you can sign up. When you sign up, they release dates. For example, I got to pick my flight last Saturday. So Saturday that just passed, 5 days ago, I got to pick my flights then. So it's all about a seniority kind of rank. Like it depends on how many hours you have on VATSIM, how many cross the ponds you've done. So there's a bunch of other things, you know. Oh, I'm going to experience LA traffic in full force here coming up in a couple days. It's going to be real interesting. I'm slightly nervous. I've rented a Tesla for the first time. I only drove in a Tesla 6 months ago with Maverick in his Tesla. I've never driven a Tesla, and I rented a Tesla while I'm down in LA for the week. So we'll see how that goes. What airport are you departing and arriving in for across the ponds? We are going from Halifax Stanfield International to Vienna. Beautiful scenery on both ends. We've got FSim Studios Halifax, and then we've got Gaia Sim Vienna. Perfect. Good luck. Hope you survive. Truly, just be aware of the zigzags. Yeah, I'll be... Yep. Nice and slow. Steady wins the race, right? You're going to love the Tesla. I love my Model Y. Which model did you rent? Just a Model 3, man. A basic. It's the Model 3 long range. Model 3 long range. All right, we're through 10,000 feet. Let's do our approach checklist. Flight nav instruments verified. Cabin... Flight attendants be seated for arrival. Cabin notification complete. Altimeters 3026 set and cross-checked. Approach checklist is complete. Next will be our landing checklist. Beautiful. Model 3 or Model Y? Model 3. You rented a Tesla so you can sit in traffic. Hey, man. For the most part, I shouldn't be driving during traffic times, AJ. I think a lot of our driving is going to be obviously driving to the sim. Now, keep in mind, the sim is 5 miles from where we got our Airbnb. We also got really lucky. So we got an Airbnb 5 miles away from where World Flight is. So like barely any driving there. Maybe, 7-10 minutes to drive 5 miles. A lot of the driving that we're going to be doing is probably not in peak times, right? So I think we'll be fine. It's not like I have to drive into downtown Los Angeles and then back out to the valley every day. I don't have to do any of that. Like I said, we're 5 miles away from the sim. Should be super simple. Should be super easy. Heard it's not wise to make eye contact with other drivers in LA, especially if they look upset. I feel like it's anywhere, man. You usually just, it's not like I'm going to be staring out the window as people are driving by me, right? There's never not a peak time on the 4 or the 5. Yeah, I don't think we ever have to take the 4 or the 5. I don't think so. The only time is the day on Wednesday when we drive to LAX. I think that'll be the only day that we really deal with any significant amount of traffic. What airline are we flying? Air Canada. Air Canada 787-900. Air Canada. What is World Flight? You could put exclamation point WF in chat and follow the Nightbot command. 5 miles will take you about 2 days. No, every time that I've checked on like my phone, even like live traffic and stuff, I think the longest was 15 minutes. So Air Canada is good, yeah. I usually have pretty good experience with Air Canada. WestJet's good as well. I have good experiences with WestJet. Just fingers crossed, no. Just fingers crossed there's no cancellations or there's no anything, right? That's the big thing for me. Hopefully no crazy cancellations or anything like that. I am the first flight out of Ottawa on Saturday. It's a 6 a.m. departure. I got to be at the airport for 4 a.m. I have to drop my car off at the Park and Fly for 3:30 a.m. It's going to be real interesting. Hopefully no jump seaters. Can't wait for the IEs anymore. It's probably going to be waiting a little bit longer, man. I think they got delayed again. There's been no official word from Phoenix, but pretty sure it got delayed again. We'll have to wait and see. Wait and see. I feel I have a flight to Houston in 26 days, which departs at 6 a.m. Yeah, that's early, man. That is early. Like I said, our real boy. Yeah, I'm scared to drop anything when we're in the sim, man. Don't want to drop the vape when we're in the sim. I have been given the okay to vape while we're in the sim as well, so that's going to come in clutch. Heard the EFB will come out on Xbox, if not Monday, eventually. Love the content, just haven't been following for a year long, but will likely be a member soon. Keep it up, my guy. Ryan, good to see you, man. I don't know what the release date is scheduled for the Xbox, to be honest with you. I know that it usually takes a couple weeks just to get through like the Xbox side of things, the security and stuff like that, so yeah. I'd rather depart early than be the last flight into the airport, the last flight into RDU, flying from Charlotte because American, and it was dead. I don't mind the dead flights, you know. I'm kind of happy that I chose to go Saturday to Saturday. I feel like Saturdays are a little bit less busy flying days than Fridays are. So hopefully there's not a lot of traffic. Hopefully security is a nice breeze. I don't have my whatchamacallit card yet. I'm still waiting to get my I forgot the name of what it is, but anyways, I applied to get the man, what the hell is it called? Anyways, I forget what it's called. Somebody in chat's gonna know. Where you can cross the border. Nexus, thank you. Jesus, I was drawing a complete blank there. I could not think of it for the life of me. I don't think I'm gonna have my Nexus card on time, so that sucks. But whatever. Hopefully, I have it for when we go to the expo in Vegas, because Nexus, my god, dude, Nexus saves you so much time. In and out. Lickety split. Global entry. No, it's not global entry. I don't travel internationally enough for global entry. But Nexus is between Canada and the US. It's basically global entry between Canada and the US is what it is. Vegas should be fun. I mean, I've got my money on Vegas being an absolute blast. Yeah. Don't forget your list of goods for me to pick up, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I'm still on the fence with that, Maverick. I'm still waiting. I may get you to go. What I think I was going to do, though, Maverick, is I was going to land. I was going to go get the rental car. I was going to run to the place quickly and then back to pick Dan up. I think that's probably what I'll end up doing, and then kind of going from there. But yeah, I will let you know. Don't you worry. I will let you know. All right, let's go left direct Fergie. I'm going to start bringing my speed back down here. I'm going to actually get out a little bit of... Actually, we're going to go flaps 1. We're below 250, so we can go flaps 1. I mean, it's Vegas. FS Expo could completely suck, but Vegas is always a good time. Well, exactly. I honestly think I'm most excited just because of the things that we have to do outside of the actual expo, right? That's what excites me. I think it's going to be an absolute blast. All right, River Visual chat. We haven't flown this in a while. I'm excited for this one. It's been a hot minute since we've flown the River Visual. Always an epic approach into here. Always, always, always. A bag of Ruffles. You want me to bring some all-dressed chips? What time is the expo? Usually it's from 11 a.m. till 5, 11 to 5. And then on Sunday, usually it's like, 10 to 5, 10 a.m. to 5. I usually show up around noon, 11 noon. And then Sunday, it's a little bit shorter. Sunday, it's usually like 10 to 3 or something like that. Because then all the exhibitors need to pack up on Sunday and get out. So, yeah. All right, speed down to 190. Let's go flaps 5 degrees. Good. Any plans on using some CRJ for a stream or two? You know what's crazy? Probably not. Well, not now. Maybe when I get back from World Flight. I had been thinking about that. Maybe when I get back from World Flight, we could do some RJ. The problem with the RJ is it hasn't been updated in so damn long that it's like, you know? But, yeah. All right, I'm going to take control of the aircraft at Darek. So I'm going to get everything set up now. We're going to go 180, and then at dark, we're going to go gear down in flaps 15. So we'll get everything set up now. We're going to go flaps 10. Beautiful. I'm not going to do a week in Vegas. I'll probably do 5 or 6 days. I think that'll be plenty. I think for me, like, I think 6 days is the sweet spot, because then you have 5, like, I'll try and plan it so I have 5 full days. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing like 5 or 6 days. All right, cool. Let's get all of our lights on. Beautiful. Sounds can come back up. Let's go gear down. And we'll go 170 on the speed. We're coming up on dark. I'm going to take control of the aircraft at dark and hand fly it. 154 on our approach speed shot. Flaps 15 degrees. Let's bug up 154 now. We'll get fully configured. Probably on about a 7-mile final. Let's go flaps 25 degrees. 5 is enough? Okay. And through 160, we will go flaps 30 degrees. And with that, yoke cam is on. Sorry, I hit that with my head earlier when I went down. Cool. Yoke cam's on. The bottle out of the way for you. My aircraft. My throttle. Beautiful. Let's have some fun, chat, shall we? Alrighty. And our landing checklist, gear is down 3 green. Flaps are 30 green. Speed brake is armed with the green light. Engine start switches are set to continuous. Landing checklist is complete. Make sure that our track IR is on and ready to go, which it is. Beautiful. Cool. Let's have some fun here, chat. Such a beautiful approach, man. I remember watching, I can't remember who it was, but I remember watching like Chewy and those guys back in the day, and they used to fly this approach, and I always said to myself, if I can teach myself this approach, this will be like the, you know, I'll feel like I've done something super successful for flight sim. And here we are. This is actually one of the more comfortable, challenging approaches in North America that I know how to fly. This one's really good, and if you want something kind of similar to this one, check out the RNAV or expressway visual into LaGuardia. That one is pretty cool as well. Runway 31 into LaGuardia. That is a quite an epic approach there as well. All right, sounds are up. Enjoy, guys.
1,000.
Just want to stick onto the left side of this river. Give yourself enough room for that beautiful turn over there. Altitude's great. We're 2 white, 2 red all the way in. Speed's good. No wind right now, so there's no excuses here, chat. No excuses. Must be a good approach.
Approaching minimums.
Alrighty, let's start our right turn. Follow our approach in.
500.
Looks good.
Minimums.
Continue.
400. 300.
Beautiful turn. 2 white, 2 red, looking good. Speed's great.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Nice and smooth. Reverser's open. Nose down gently. Accelerating. Center line. Hey, no brakes. 60 knots. Reverser stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Washington, D.C. Well, haven't would say we flew that one perfectly, chat. A little bit floaty, but my first flight back in the 7-3 in a couple weeks. We will take it. Very happy with that one. Go all the way to the right here. I think we're going all the way down there for our gates. Landing lights can come off. Leave runway turn-offs. Strobe lights, wing lights, start switches, APU. Beautiful. Ground spoilers up, flaps clean. Great flight. We'll stop the clock 1 hour and 11 minutes. We're 4 minutes early. You are ready for world flight. Ooh, vacated just in time. We got the traffic behind us. Delta 320. Nice. Okay. After landing checklist, start switches. As required, flaps are up, speed brake is down, radar is off. After landing checklist complete. Where are we parking, chat? Good question. Let's find that one out. Usually I know where we're parking. I currently do not know at all where we're going. We are going, yes, all the way into, what gate is that? 42 is where they want us. 42. Parking, no. 42, I don't know what terminal that is, where that is. 42. Concourse D, yeah, Delta 42. Delta 42, no, and American Airlines. Good. All right. Sweet. Right on Juliet, we're going to go in at November. Man, that's such a fun approach. Absolutely love that approach. It flew it quite well, actually. We got a little bit high on that turn coming in, but other than that, super happy with the approach. I'm in the DMV, and I have never flown in Flight Sim. I need to practice a lot. It's Flight Sim is one of those things I feel like it's very rewarding. It is difficult, but it's very rewarding. Very, very, very rewarding. These are the Charlie gates. It's going to be the next one for the Delta gates. Thanks, Rayman. I got better at that last turn. Used to overshoot. I think it all just has to do with the wind, Ben. You have to remember that, dude. When I fly into DC, no matter usually what the winds are, I give myself the river visual, just because it is one of those most iconic approaches. So the last time we overshot was probably because we were dealing with like a nasty tailwind or a headwind or something like that. Talk about how that visual approach was executed perfectly. It was a good one. Definitely was a good one. It felt real good, that's for sure. I wouldn't say perfect. I think there were still a couple things that I would change. Got a little bit high on glide slope just through that last turn, but other than that, I mean, I think we flew it. It felt very comfortable. I love the 737. I love the flight model, the PMDG as well. It's such a beautiful aircraft. It felt really good. Felt really good. Remember, guys, if you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up. Thanks everybody that already has smashed down that thumbs up. I appreciate you guys very, very much. We are doing the return flight to Boston. Now, it is going to be a little bit shorter because we're going to have a nice tailwind on this leg. So back to Boston. Maybe we can plan for a cool approach into Boston. I know that they were landing on, I think, the 9s into Boston earlier. Was it the 9s? Or no, not the 9s. 30 or something. I forgot what runway that is. Maybe we can plan to have a cool approach back into Boston. I don't know if we'll have ATC today. Boston was on earlier, but I don't know if they are now. We'll get ourselves into the stand. Alrighty, perfect. Go and look down. Park brake is on. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and make sure that our APU gens are on, which they are. Beautiful. Let them up. Shut them down, chat. That is the World Flight saying. When a flight ends in World Flight, you say, let them up, shut them down. That's their little thing. Beautiful. One dare full upstairs. Looks great. Anti-collision lights off. Seatbelts are off. Beautiful. Hydro pumps are off. Probe heat's off. Yaw dampers off. Let's get this into a nice turnaround state so we can go and get ourselves ready for the turnaround. Everything else looks good up there. I'm happy with that. Beautiful. Flip you to APU gen. Good. Pardon me. Operate the jet bridge. Get that to connect. Sounds can come down. There we go. And we'll go ahead and... What, did I not turn off the lights? I thought I turned off the lights. I didn't, chat. We blind everybody. Uh-oh. Sorry. My bad. We will come out over here and we will do the deboarding process. How about that? Go to GSX. Request deboarding. Beautiful. Requested. Cool. In the jungle, what's up? Good to see you, man. Taxi and flights are still on. Yes, I thought I turned those off. I thought that was like the first thing I did when we turned into the ramp. Apparently not. Let's get some tunes bumping here. Good. And go ahead and plan for the return flight, shall we? Passengers are deboarding. Perfect. DC over back to Boston. Hopefully we can do a 30-minute turn, chat. 30-minute turns for Flight Sim. I don't think those are possible in real life, but Flight Sim, yes. 30-minute turns are very doable. Get a better view. I don't like that view. Let's get a better view here like that. There we go. Cool. All right. Let's go ahead and plan our new flight. American. KDCA over to Boston. Get him in the 737-800 once again. Yes, PMDG. We're going to have 152 passengers, chat, for this leg on the way back. And it has us on runway 4 right. So I don't know if the winds have changed, but we'll see what the winds are doing. Love flying into DC, such a beautiful approach over the river. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It is probably one of my favorite approaches in North America. Right up there. I do love the expressway visual as well. I feel that that's one we don't do enough. The expressway visual is absolutely fantastic as well. I love that approach. Good old expressway visual, man. It's always a great one. Winds in Boston are variable at 3, so it's given us runway 4. Let's go ahead and see what they're doing here in Boston. Boston. Let's see what they're doing here in Boston. Oh, they are on the 4s. So they have switched ops. They are landing 4 right into Boston. I mean, listen, I ain't going to complain. 4 right into Boston is a beautiful approach. Looks like they're departing 4 left, arriving 4 right. I love this approach into Boston. You get to fly right over the docks and all that fun stuff, the dry dock, and yeah, it's a really cool approach. So cool, we'll plan that. We'll go with that. That is what they're doing in real life right now. Cool. Let me go ahead and send that off on VATSIM. Good. Flight plan has been filed. Go ahead and disconnect and reconnect under our new call sign. Good. Alright, flight data should be updated up top, which it is. Beautiful. They're almost done the deboarding process, so that's great. Let's go ahead and jump inside the aircraft. So just so we don't have to wait and do all this stuff, we're just going to restart the Kutau script. We'll worry about that in a sec. Cool. Let's go ahead and start programming our return flight, shall we? So let's come down here. We'll go to this guy. We'll pop this open. We can export selected. Good. It's going to be DC back to Boston. Good. We'll close that. We'll close that. Wonderful. Let's go to our menu tab. Let's go to GSX. We'll go ahead and sim brief OK. Beautiful. And we'll go ahead and request boarding. Good. And yes, American Airlines. Beautiful. Cool. Let's go to FS actions. Let's go to our payload weight on the zero fuel weight for the return flight. Zero fuel weight, it is 129.7, I guess, is our zero fuel weight. How did it import all of that? That's pretty cool, actually. And then fuel for this leg, 15,200. I mean, we've got 15.4. Cool. Just set all that like that. Beautiful. Nobody. Cool. Let's go to our route tab, and we'll go ahead and import our route. So KDCA back to Boston. We'll go KBOS. Good. We'll throw that into there. Our call sign, American 2143. Populate that, activate and execute that. Good. Let's go to our departures. We are going to be on the Suki 5 departure with the Swan transition out of runway 19 and execute that. Good. And then for arrivals, we're going to plan for the Roebuck 3 arrival. Roebuck 3 for 04 right. Good. We're going to have the JFK transition. And of course, we're going to plan ILS 04 right from Goshi. And we'll go ahead and accept that. Beautiful. Cool. All that is done. We'll scroll through. We'll make sure we don't have any crazy discontinuities, which we don't. Good. I just see this one here. So we'll just go like that. Sweet. Cool. I'm happy with all of that. That looks good. We'll look at the flight plan there as well. Let's plug in some numbers. 129.7, 15.4 on the fuel. We're going to plan to have 5 on reserve. Cost index 35. Cruise level 350. Average wind component on this leg 288 at 44. So a nice kind of quartering northerly tailwind. Transition altitude 18,000 feet North America. No derate on the takeoff. A little bit of a short runway in DC. So no derate on the takeoff. We'll do a slight derate on the climb. That should be fine. And then takeoff flaps will be 5 degrees, CG weight 26.5, trim value 448, and we'll leave our V speeds blank for now. Beautiful. Cool. Everything's pretty much done, chat, so we'll just enjoy the boarding process, sit and hang out, have a little bit of a chat, listen to some tunes, and we'll wait for the boarding process. Excuse me. Passengers are already boarding, so that's good. Legend has it there's a connection between the docks and the approach to the floors of Boston for Star Wars. Interesting. My entire Microsoft Flight Simulator restarted from scratch, from nowhere. Do you know what I did wrong? No. Did you verify files in Steam? I know if you verify the files in Steam, it can cause some issues. An update sets your weight once you start the boarding. Ah, that's kind of cool. Through SimBrief, right? That is pretty cool. There's a reason X-Plane resets my altimeter when I get close to the ground. No, not unless you have like a something keybind to something maybe that's causing it. It's showing 59 minutes on the flight time on the way back, so 11 minutes shorter. Is GSX Pro worth getting? In my opinion, yes. It adds that little extra sense of realism, right? Like if you think about it, if we didn't have GSX, we would already be ready for our turnaround. And that's not really realistic, right? You can't pull up at a gate and within 10 minutes you're ready to go, kind of turned around, right? So I like it, that aspect, that it adds a little bit of realism. It also kind of slows the stream down a little bit. It gives me time to like hang out and answer any questions or any comments or anything, right? Instead of just like go looking at the FMC and the aircraft the entire time. So I like that aspect of it. Clifton, 28 months as captain. How are we? I'm doing well, man. Thank you for 28 months as a first-class member. Huge enough floaties to you, man. Thank you. You moved Microsoft to an SSD and now GSX does not connect. What I need to do? Reinstall GSX on your SSD. I have that same problem, Mark. Or alternatively, Mark, you can just go to if you go like Windows desktop, I have to start Kutal script. That's what I have to do every time. So alternatively, you could do that. We need to go here and actually go to flights and unload this and import our new one. Good. From here. Yes, yes. Beautiful. There's our flight back to Boston. Wonderful. Crazy this flight's only an hour. And you fly past so many like major cities. It's wild. Hiccup, we ever going to run packs or self-loading cargo for a flight? Probably not, man. We use GSX, dude. GSX, in my opinion, it's like actual people boarding your airplane, actual baggage going onto your airplane. Nah, we're gonna keep using GSX, man. GSX is where it's at. Bang for buck. Boston. Boston. Love me some good old Boston. I've seen the jar design ground handling, but I don't really know if that's something worth buying. On the Xbox side of things, on the X-Plane side of things, I mean, I think it's as close as you're going to get to like GSX, but it's not really like, I don't know. Visually, it's nice. I don't know if it's worth the price though. I don't even know how much it is. Isn't it like 20 bucks or 30 bucks? It would really only be like the jar design, yeah, ground handling, but again, it's jar design, so you're kind of getting a half-ass product. If you looked at the FS to crew mod, you get a first officer with you. You do. I have seen that. I don't know, man. I guess it's kind of cool, but I feel like it would get old kind of quick. I don't know. X-Plane 12 is going up to $79.99 on October 31st. Yes, and they think that that's going to solve all their financial problems over on the X-Plane side. Some chowder, clam chowder. Yep, good old Boston. Them raising the price for X-Plane is the dumbest thing I've seen. They do not have enough over Microsoft to be doing that. What I don't understand is their reasoning, JQB. The reasoning behind it. Like, listen, here's what I also find. Like, if you're interested in X-Plane, I feel like you already own X-Plane, right? Like, I just don't see them selling, like, as many copies. Like, I think most people that are interested in X-Plane and want to get X-Plane, they've probably already got it. So, one, I don't understand why all of a sudden now you're deciding to increase. And then the reasoning behind them wanting to increase the price is because we want to hire more developers and more 3D artists. And it's like, well, okay, I can understand and appreciate that you want to bring more people on and that you want to kind of better the experience for X-Plane users. But like, isn't that something that should have been done at the beginning of X-Plane's life cycle, not a year after X-Plane 12 has been released? Oh, now we're deciding to increase the price so that we can pay to have better developers and better 3D. I don't know, man. Again, it's a puzzling. I don't understand what goes on the logic at the X-Plane camp. It just doesn't make sense to me. I just feel like they're kind of just going in circles, man, is what it feels like. It just feels like they're kind of lost. They don't really know what to do to make X-Plane better. I don't know. It's very weird. Again, some more super weird from the X-Plane camp. Just weird behavior, weird way of like wording things and saying how you're going about like your business. Like, I don't know, man. It's very weird. I don't know. I enjoyed flying an X-Plane 12. I think if you set the proper expectations, I think that X-Plane can be a good experience. There's just a couple things that deter a lot of people from X-Plane, and it's one, configuring all the files, configuring if you have scenery and the INI file and ortho and mesh and the way that everything has to be done. It's such a pain in the ass, man, to have to like open up your INI file and go through everything and make sure everything's in order and make sure that you have 1,500 libraries installed for the scenery that you want to run. And it's just so archaic the way that it's done. Like, if they really wanted to impress X-Plane users, like, they should have just redone like how like all of that is done, instead of this archaic design of, no, you have to layer, you have to go in and you have to manually change things. And I don't know, man. I mean, X Organizer is a great tool. Yep, there are some tools that you can buy and that you can get that'll fix all those things now, but it's just, I don't know, man. Like, at what point do you say, okay, X-Plane, like, you know, enough is enough? And like, again, I can't stress this enough. Like, I enjoy flying an X-Plane, but I don't think I could ever make it my primary sim again. I just don't think I could. I enjoy going back and playing, like, as far as, you know, is it enjoyable to go back and fly some of the airplanes that I haven't flown in a while? Absolutely. I had a great time flying my Q400. I had a great time flying the 757. Yes, absolutely. But, like, visually, it's just so far behind. Scenery-wise, technological-wise, it's just so far behind that it makes it, like I said, for me personally, it feels like a chore. Having to go back and, like, even just to do that 1 week that we flew an X-Plane, the amount of hours that I spent outside of, like, actually flying in the sim, just configuring things, downloading libraries, downloading scenery, making sure my INI file was in order, updating airplanes, updating views. It was just a shit show. Like, I spent double the amount of time outside of the sim configuring it properly for stream that I actually did flying in the simulator. And that's, again, a huge problem that I have with X-Plane, is you lose the fun, you lose the passion so quick when you're just constantly babysitting a program and, oh, this didn't work because this scenery's out of date. You go update that scenery, you go to launch the sim, oh, nope, this scenery's now out of date. Got to go download that scenery and do it all over. Fuck, man. It's a pain in the ass. It really is. There are a lot of great add-ons in aircraft for X-Plane, but all the devs flocking to Microsoft, I worry they will struggle in the years to come. I mean, there ain't too many. Here's the thing, and this is, again, this is a good kind of little telltale sign. You haven't really seen any new development groups come to X-Plane. You've seen a bunch of new development groups pop up and start developing for Microsoft. But what you have in X-Plane is the same 3 to 4 developers. That's all you've got. You've got the Flight Factor, you've got Tolus, you've got FlyJSim, and you've got Aerobask, I think, maybe, or if they're even developing something. I know that there are a few others as well. You've got the Zebo mod, which, yes, I do agree, hands down the best aircraft mod for any simulator, period. You've got one of the best refined flight models. The way that the aircraft fly in X-Plane is absolutely fantastic. I'll never take that away from X-Plane, but I think at this point, as somebody who doesn't fly in the real world, I'm not concerned if my Cessna 172 flies 1-to-1 like it does in the real world. That's actually the least of my concern when it comes to, like, flight sim. Like, what I want to be able to look out the window and I want to be able to just be amazed at what I'm seeing. Clouds, visuals, ground, ortho, textures, everything, right? It's just such a bigger picture than it was a couple years ago when all we had was P3D or X-Plane as an option. But I just find it, again, I just think as much as X-Plane needs to survive, a $20 price increase is going to do absolutely nothing to help X-Plane survive and to help X-Plane flourish and to get more developers over developing new products for X-Plane and stuff like that. It just, again, it just feels like another nail in the coffin of, like, they just don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they're slowly but surely killing off X-Plane. Who knows, man? Maybe 5 years X-Plane is strictly over to commercial applications only. That's it. They only care about the commercial application side of things. Who knows? who really knows at this point, man? I think it's too early to tell, but I don't know. I think when I buy X-Plane 12, I will only fly the planes that call good, avoid spending on a ton of add-ons. Yeah, I mean, you can always go that. The problem is like vanilla X-Plane, like out of the box, just, oh my goodness, it's bad. There's no way around it. It's not good. It's not a visually pleasing experience. Now again, you may not be using flight sims for a visual experience, and I completely understand that. You may be a real pilot and you're strictly using X-Plane for redundancies of flight model, whatever, training ability, whatever it may be. Sure, and I get that. But that is catering to, I would say, less than 5% of the flight sim community. Remember, over 90% of us in the flight sim community don't fly real airplanes, will never fly real airplanes. So importance for us is not, now I get it, some people that is the utmost importance. You go over, there's some people that are raging hard-ons for X-Plane's flight model is the best thing I've ever had in my life. I don't fly real airplanes, but this feels like the best airplane ever. Listen, yep, I get it, cool, and that may be, again, for those people as well, but for a majority of us, I think we will compromise, not even compromise, again, I've always said it, you can go into the Microsoft settings and you can till your heart desires, you can go over to your Boeing yoke and you can hit that sensitivity tab and you can go crazy. Guess what you can do, chat? You can literally make this aircraft fly the exact same way that it does an X-Plane. Is it going to take you hours, maybe even weeks, days to configure a proper sensitivity to make this aircraft feel the way that it does maybe an X-Plane? Sure, absolutely. But guess what? You have all these tools, and this is why I laugh when people say like, oh, the flight dynamics, listen, dude, you can go and make it. Like, I've even tweaked it a little bit. I've got my reactivity set down because I found it a little bit too reactive. This actually adds a little bit of a roll. I actually have to put a little bit of force into my pitch and things. You can literally set this simulator any way that you want. You can make your own flight model. You can do everything that you want with these tools. And that's why I always laugh, like when people, get upset and it's like, well, take it off of default settings, go and actually spend an hour trying to fix sensitivities, add a little bit of reactivity off, do some things. Now, obviously there are certain things with Microsoft that, yes, we can all agree I've gone over it this entire week. I've spoke about the ground modeling, the ground physics, the way that when wheels hit the ground, it's not done very well, especially like in the horizon, right? And stuff like that. But again, I think, and hopefully those are all things that get addressed with 2024 when that comes out in the next little bit, right? One can hope. So, okay, we need to do our checklist real quick. Give me a sec. RJ, thank you very much for the $2 donation, man. I really do appreciate you. Huge no floaties. That is incredibly kind, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is absolutely incredible. I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, interior and exterior inspections complete. Circuit breakers are checked. Nav and display switches normal and auto. Passenger signs are on. Pressurization mode panel, window heat is on as well. Engine bleed air switches are on. We're gonna go packs off because we're gonna start the engines here in a second. Pressurization panel is set. 35,000 feet is in the auto position. MCP panel, we're gonna go 10,000. Runway heading, which is 190. 10,000, 190, and it looks like our V speed's going to be 148. So I'll bug that up now. MCP panel is set. Beautiful oxygen masks. Checked left side. Checked right side. Good. Altimeters 3026, 3026 set and cross checked. We're going to go tail left. Let's go to flight nav instruments checked. Warning annunciator lights checked. Speed brake is down. Takeoff warning checked and closed. Engine start levers cut off. Stab trim switch is normal. Fire warning has been checked. Radios and transponders, actually I'm going to set that there. Set. Radar is set. Rudder and aileron trim free and zero. Parking brake is set. Windows closed and locked. Flight attendant briefing has been completed. Departure briefings completed. Logbook and QRH is on board. Fuel required. We've got 15.4. We need 14.9 on departure. That has been checked. Beautiful. Pushback checklist. Sorry, let me just make sure that we've got all of this removed. Let me go back. PMDG setup. Nope, sorry. FS actions, ground services. Okay, those are all good. That's all good. Return. I'm going to go doors, and all the doors are closed. Beautiful. Let's go and release the park brake. Pushback checklist. Doors are closed. Hydraulic panel is set. Fuel panel is set. Flight deck door closed and locked. Transponder XPNDR pushback has started. We can go ahead and spool up engine number 2 over to ground. Beautiful. As long as we have this debate, the program will only get better. Like I said, man, I still, again, don't like mistake anything that I'm saying right now. I still expect X-Plane to be a viable option. I just don't know, like, at what point it'll kind of be, right? Like, that's one thing I just don't know. Why are you not starting? Not even getting... okay. Maybe if isolation valve open, packs... Oh, why did... What? How was that off? I turned the APU bleed off by mistake. Alright, ground, engine number 2. Ground. Start valve. Open. N2 percentage. Rising. Yeah, I know. I turned off the APU bleed. I don't know why. Probably in the middle of me talking. Was just like, Alrighty. Coming up on 25%. We'll introduce fuel. Good. Cap, do you like Airbuses or Boeing best? I enjoy both. I'm an av geek. I enjoy both. Did you use your own stim and stop crying about it? It's just a game? Absolutely. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong. And I still plan in 2024, I still plan to go back to X-Plane. Like I said, dude, I enjoyed my week. I enjoyed flying X-Plane. I enjoyed flying the Q400. I enjoyed flying the 757. Yeah. I'd love to go back. Actually, like I said, I updated the 767 as well. Got everything ready to go. Got the X-Plane 12 version installed. So we'll definitely go back and do some X-Plane, man. It's just what I was saying. I just don't think I could imagine X-Plane being my primary sim any longer, like it was. I just don't think there's enough happening, right? What flight do you suggest for an 8,900 nautical mile flight? I have no clue, dude. No clue. N2 percentage rising. We're looking for 25% on N2. We'll introduce fuel. Beautiful.
Outside of the sim itself, what do you think is better for freeware, Zibo or FBW? Also, do you think we'll ever get a freeware 7.3 into MSFS? It literally has been a worldwide workhorse since forever.
Okay, hold on. What do I think is better for freeware, Zibo or fly-by-wire? Probably Zibo, just because it's been out for so long. I think fly-by-wire did an incredible job, but I think I have to give it to Zibo. Zibo was like the original, like, I cannot believe that this is freeware, right? I still think to this day Zibo was probably the best freeware ever too. And the amount of work that was done to that airplane. I mean, again, you can say the same thing for fly-by-wire, but yeah, I gotta probably give it to Zibo. And I don't think we'll ever get a freeware 737. We might, but there's no, like, they'd have to build it from the ground up, and I feel, again, that's what's incredibly difficult, is actually building things from the ground up, right? It's a lot easier to, like, take an existing. That's why you see so many 787 mods, right? We had the Heavy Division, we've got Kuro, we've got Horizon Sim. I mean, there's other 787 mods and stuff like that, right? So, yeah. Now, ask me what I think is going to be better when the fly-by-wire 380 comes out. The amount of work that's gone into that aircraft and the things that they've done, I mean, that one may take the cake, but I may be a little bit biased as well, because I always thought, like, freeware airplanes, I'm going back to, like, when, like, I remember the times when I, you know, like, I'm thinking about, like, freeware aircraft for, like, you know, FSX and stuff like that, where they were like, you know, not the best, but yeah, I'm still personally giving it to Zibo, I mean, those guys are just incredible what they've done over there. It's wild. All right, let's go LNAV. Armor out. Actually, no, that stays off for now. PMDG is so good. Why would a solo Microsoft spend time on a default 7.3? No, I don't think they would. That's what I'm saying. And the question was, do we think there's going to be a free 737 to come out for Microsoft? And I don't think so. Just because nobody's going to make one, right? And you would need to have, one. I don't think, you need to have like the base somewhere, right? It's very difficult to make it without the base. All right, beautiful. Out of the ramp, we'll make a left onto Juliet. We are setting the flaps. Trim value for the aircraft was 448. I'm going back a little bit there. 448 should be good right about there, about half. Beautiful. And he's going for runway 19. We can cross the runway here. After start checklist generators are on, probe heats on, anti-ice as required, air conditioning panel is set. Isolation valve needs to go to auto. Recall checked. Auto brake RTO. After start checklist is complete. Taxi checklist. Flaps 555 green. Takeoff speeds 136, 138, 148. Set. Thrust, takeoff, 99.1. Stab trim switches, 4.48. We already set that. And flight controls are free and clear and checked. Beautiful. Before takeoff checklist complete. Jackson, what's up, man? Been a while. Hope all is well. Good to see you, my friend. I love when the weather updates and rocks your sim. I feel like they've done a good job with that, but yes, that is a pain in the ass. I do agree with you completely. Yes. Breedox 1 is an absolute joke. Yes. Yes. I do agree with you on that. You're still waiting for a 737 MAX? Yes, we are going to be getting one. PMDG will be turning this aircraft into a MAX, which I am very excited for. Got an aircraft coming in. He looks like in great shape right now. Is that an American 7.3? I don't know. It looks like a white livery. Coming in. It's the 1,000 for. Oh, he's the baby 7.3. That's a 600. Nice landing. That was real nice. Just bought X-Plane 12. Enjoy it, man. Hope you have fun with it, dude. Enjoy it, man. Flying a United Max 9 for business in a couple weeks. Nice, right, dog. I'm on a Max 8 on Saturday. Not this Saturday, next Saturday. Yeah. Are there any modern Boeings that PMDG isn't planning to develop? I don't think they have a 7.6 in development. I don't think they have a 7.8 in development. Not that we know of yet, Will, but yeah, right now, PMDG, like the next 2 years of PMDG is 777, 737 MAX, 747. Those are that's like basically the next year or two for PMDG. Anything after that, I'm assuming they will make something else, but yeah. No, I think the MAX comes after Ben. According to PMDG, how it's always been, it was getting the 777 out, or sorry, the tablet, 777, then the MAX family, then the 747. Okay. I have no clue, AJ. I've never looked. Pretty sure it just uses like the default like 747 FMC probably. Any thoughts on PMDG's toxic business practices as accused by Stormbirds? I don't pay any attention to that, Rain Man. I think it's absolutely silly, dude. I don't know. Just, I feel like there always has to be some sort of like stupid drama involved in flight sim world and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I love how like Threshold, the epitome of like shitty add-ons and shitty toxic behavior are going after PMDG like they're any better. It's just fucking hilarious, dude. Anyways, it is what it is. I don't pay attention to any of that, to be honest with you, man. I don't pay attention to any of that. It's of no concern. It doesn't make our hobby any better. It's absolutely useless, time-wasting drama. Somebody is butthurt and they've decided to go on a PMDG is the worst company ever rant, and let them do whatever they want to do, man. I don't know, man. It's crazy. I could buy X-Plane 12 for $10 online with a Steam key. Great price. Get it up, man. Absolutely, John. Absolutely. We've also got Mopar Dude in Chicago. So I'd love to visit Chicago. Probably in the next couple of years I'd like to do that. Yeah. X-Plane 12 going for $80 is ridiculous. I agree. Yeah, I mean, that's how this whole conversation started. Was I just said I don't know how, if they're struggling for sales, selling it at $59.99, how are you going to sell it for $79.99? That's what I just don't understand. And more importantly, how do you get people on board with, with that new pricing? What I think personally is this is just them trying to meet like a quota before the end of the year. They know that if they entice people with this $20 price upgrade, maybe they can get a few people who are on the fence. I think it's actually smart. That's like the one smart thing in all of this is I think that's what it is. They're just low key trying to convince people to like, get their, buy it now before the price goes up. It's a good way to increase sales before Christmas and give yourself that last quarter. Maybe they've got investors, need to get that last quarterly investment up. Who knows, man? Who fucking knows? Before takeoff, runway position 19 inside and outside, flaps 55 green, navigation briefing complete, takeoff warnings checked, auto throttle is armed. Engine start switches are bumped over to continuous. Transponder is set TARA. Flight attendants will be seated for departure. Flight attendants have been notified. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take the runway here. Beautiful. Apparently the PMDG drama started with all the delays to the EFB. Personally, for me, I'm always willing to wait for a polished product. Again, PMDG has never given us a date. They've never said... They've had, like, timelines of, like, what, internal timelines, and people have gone with, like, oh, this is the release date. Like, nope. All they were stating was, like, they had internal timelines. Yes, we all know that it's been delayed, but if you've never been given an actual physical release date, how can you really call something delayed? Again, it's not like this aircraft has not been flyable for the last year. Like this aircraft is still completely flyable, no issues in its current state, right? There's zero issues. So I could understand if not having an EFB was hindering, your flights. You couldn't do flights properly because like you couldn't plan it, you couldn't do something, right? Sure. But like that's not the case. Like it's always been flyable. Yeah, okay, so what, man? You got to come down here to get to your stuff. You got to go to a menu page and use your FS actions. Oh wow, my goodness me. Like yes, okay, sure. It would be nice to have that in a little tablet, and I could do some cool stuff over here. Absolutely, but like it's not end all be all. It's not breaking the aircraft. It's not breaking the simulator. It's just crazy, man. Like I said, there's so many other things in life that people can be worrying about and getting upset about. If only people put time and effort the way that they do at bitching at flight sim developers. Fuck, man. You'd have a different experience. I'm telling you, dude. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. River. Yes, we did the river visuals. Very nice. Yeah. Probably barely even use the EFB. Never understood the big deal about it. I mean, it's cool, but like, yeah. No, it's not an $80 price hike. It's X-Plane is going from $59.99 to $79.99. Or you could have just been smart and bought it when it went on like 40% sale after release. Remember that? Wasn't it down to like 30 bucks or something like that? 35, $39 or something like that? Twisted Cam's going on. Enjoy the departure, my friends. Huge enough floaties to you. Slug coming in with the 5 gifted members. Thank you, man. Huge enough floaties. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind. That is absolutely awesome. I truly do appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You missed that wagon? I'm sure you can get some Steam keys somewhere. Check like G2A or something like that. DC traffic, American 2143, departing runway 19, DC. All right, sounds are out. Let's get it, chat. Throttles up to 40%. Beautiful. Chrono's on. Let's go flying. Toga. Nose down pressure on the yoke. Takeoff power is set.
Airspeed alive. 80 knots.
We're neutral.
V1 rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. VNAV. Climb power's coming in. So flaps up 1. Auto brake off. Gear locked. $220, we're going clean. Thank you, Rain Man. Puller of spikes, my man. Dropping the 20 bomb. Sounds down here just a little bit. Huge enough floaties to you, man. Puller of spikes, thanks so much, dude. Appreciate you, man. Incredibly kind. And of course, thank you to Slug with the 5 gifted members as well. Incredibly kind, both you guys. Huge enough floaties, guys. Let's please get some love and chat for Slug and of course Puller of spikes. Thank you, guys. Yes, that was Max that PM'd me right off departure. I thought we were getting like dinged by like DC Tower or something. I was like, no, don't start. But no, it was our good friend, Mr. Max. Should get him for New York Center. Alrighty, 8,000 feet, straight out shot from here. Autopilot's going on. Back up into the flight deck.
I will be plane watching at the park at the end of runway 19 next weekend.
Nice. Absolutely awesome. Huge enough floaties too, man. Thank you very, very much for support. I appreciate you, dude. Incredibly kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. you fly KPWM at some point? What airport is that? That ping made you think it was your own VATSIM client? Nice. Nice. Blame Max emoji when? Who? Hey Cap, see that Lufthansa has started to send their 380s to LAX. They arrive around 3. Hope you can catch one. Hopefully, yeah. I know that Emirates and I know there's an Emirates around 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Pacific. Emirates arrives with their 380 as well, so hopefully we'll catch that one. Yeah. All right, taxi lights off, wing lights off. We're through 10,000. We'll put the seatbelt to the auto position, and again, we're leaving. Actually, we can do our after takeoff checklist. Flaps are up and clean, landing gear up and off, packs, auto, engine bleeds on, pressurization panel set and checked, engine start switches off through 10,000, and APU is indeed in the off position. Beautiful. After takeoff checklist complete. Got some beautiful wing views. Portland, Maine. We've been into there before, haven't we? Isn't that the one that has that cool approach? There's like an RNAV approach where you fly the harbor visual or something like that, isn't there? I think that's what it's called, isn't it, chat? Harbor visual? And remember, guys, if you haven't done so as well, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. We're looking for 300 likes today. And do not forget, we also have a live stream coming later this evening. 7:30 p.m. start. I believe we're only doing one leg. I just got a million things that I need to get done. Tomorrow is just an insanely busy day again as we're getting ready to leave for World Flight. You follow the river? Got you. Cool. That is a cool one. Yes, we have done that. We actually did that not that long ago. You know, it could be funny. Vintage Hooters air flight from LA to Vegas one day. Need a 200 though. So Rainman, we actually did that. Our 69,000 subscriber special. We actually did that flight in a Hooters Air, of course, for 69,000. Andy, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. You could warrant a 2 Romeo Foxtrot emoji. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yes, 69,000 subscriber special. We've got our 75,000 subscriber special coming up soon here, chat. Hopefully by the end of the year we can get it. We'll see. Excuse me. We need 685 more subscribers for 75,000. When did YouTube animate the like button? Those are all new. Yeah, all of that is new, actually. YouTube's stepping up their game. New for me. What I've also noticed with YouTube is they like implement it differently. So like some people will get it like months and months and months before other people will notice and get it. So. Just spent way too much on a flight sim stuff already today. 280 to pre-order the Verpol AH64 grip, X-Plane 12 and IXGD 300. I think I have a problem. It's okay, man. We all do, if I'm being honest. We all do. All right, 18,000 feet. Standard barometric pressure left side, standard baro right side, landing lights, runway turnoffs, and all of that. Beautiful. Let's do our climb checklist. Altimeters cross-checked. Sorry, standard set and cross-checked. Climb checklist complete. Beautiful. On our way up to 35,000 feet. We've got that tailwind. That's why this leg is so much shorter than the other one. Got that beautiful tailwind rocking right now. 25 knots actually going to go up to about 50 knots on the tailwind. Also, I never liked videos. I could have had it for ages. There you go. Ad blocker is still going strong. Hey. Honestly, David, I'm probably, well, it's not honest. I'm going to be doing a full build next year at some point. So I'm looking probably somewhere towards February, March. I'm probably going to do a whole new build. It's not, I mean, it's not a bad idea to upgrade a video card. I just find, you know, you spend, let's say you spend what, $700, $800, $900 up getting a video card. I just don't think the performance gain that you get from solely doing a video card upgrade is worth it. Maybe in the old days it might have been a little bit better, but you are onto something with the 4000 series. I do think that there's something special with the 4000 series with that frame generation. If you are somebody that doesn't want to spend $3, $4, $5 grand on a new computer and you're just looking to you know, just a little bit of gains, I would say a 4000 series card could do a lot of help. Also depends on your CPU, right? You have to be careful. You don't want to bottleneck. Depends on your RAM, depends on your CPU. There's a lot of things that go into it. So for somebody like myself who uses their computer every day for work, for playing, for whatever, right? It would probably just make sense to do a whole build every 4 to 5 years. That's usually what my goal is. 4 to 5 years, you're usually doubling the performance, right? Like right now I have an i9 10900K. The i9 14900Ks just came out. So I'm 4 versions. I feel like upgrading every 4 generations, 4 to 5 generations is fiscally, financially responsible. It still costs a ton of money. But I feel like every 4 to 5 generations is probably where you should be aiming, especially if you, like I said, you're somebody like myself where you use your computer every day, you spend hours flight simming and stuff like that, right? So that's where I think it could be worth it, right? GPU prices are ridiculous to me. I don't need a GPU that costs more than the rest of my system combined. Yeah, I mean, well, really the only thing, I mean, that's going to be a 4090. 4090s are... the price is crazy, right? I think there's no getting around it. Now, you could get a 4070 Ti, a 4080 for like decently priced, right? But Smitty's in the house. Good to see you, Smitty. Do I like flying the 737? I do. I love flying the 747. Okay. My 2080 Ti is still running strong, but the 4080 is very tempting. Yeah, I agree, Slug. 100%, man. 100%. And that's kind of like where I'm at, like, you know, like, yes, there are certain sceneries and there's certain places around the world that we fly where my PC struggles, but I would say for like 90% of it, we're above 35 FPS, we're above that benchmark. It's flight sim, man. Like, I get it. As much, as nice as it would be to have 60, 70, 80 FPS no matter where you go, it's also not, we're not playing Call of Duty here, right? Like, we don't have VSync turned on, we don't have, you know, it's... So, I agree. 4090 prices and stuff like that are absolutely ridiculous. They're so expensive, man. If you can afford it, you can afford it. I think there's two different things there. But this year, financially, has been a very expensive year for me outside of, like, streams, vacations, the farm. There's been a lot of expenses this year. Now, next year, I don't have a lot of expenses, right? I have everything that I kind of need now. So next year... financially for me will be a lot easier and I can afford to spend $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 building a PC, right? So contact New York Center 125325. We'll contact New York Center and we'll say hello to them.
November 689 Romeo ready for departure.
Airports runways are seen too well in the sim grid IRL. Hope they fix that. I can agree. Yeah. Cap, sound was delayed for a minute there for you. Sound was delayed? I don't know, man. I'm not. Please don't talk about sound delays. We haven't had any sound delays for like a good month now. We've figured everything out. Could have just been the YouTube out of sync and weird things, but. Flight Sim is truly the ultimate test of system performance. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. New York Center, good afternoon. American 2143, flight level 270, climbing 350.
2 left, number 2, clear land.
Oh.
Number 2, clear to land, 2 left, number 6 report.
It's you two being stupid, sound is fine? Okay, good. New York Center, good afternoon. American 2143, flight level 270, climbing 350.
American 2143 New York Center. Hello, squawk 3704.
3704. I've just got a message back here from a passenger when you've got a second.
American 2143, go ahead because I have a message for you as well.
Okay, just somebody was back here. Just want to let you know that they were your biggest fan. They love your YouTube videos and they appreciate you jumping on for New York Center.
American 2143, roger that. I unfortunately have bad news for you. Boston is currently in a ground stop. They're showing an edict flow time of about 65 hours from now. So plan holding over Robbinsville for about 65 hours until TTP.
Negative. Can't comply.
American 2143, welcome aboard. Get to your voice, Kyle.
Oh, man.
Go Dale.
Mr. Max. The best, dude. 65 hour. Just plan to hold 65 hours, no problem. Just turn off all of your, what is it? Yeah, unable. I love that when they're like, go around, unable. 65 hours and 15-minute flight time today from DC. I mean, at that point, you would just probably land at any airport up here.
At flight level 270.
What airport is that? Is that Philly?
News at flight level 270, Jet 10.
I think that's Philly. Wilmington off the left. Yeah, that is Philadelphia down there. There's Philadelphia. MK Studios, Philadelphia. Jay, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome. Hope all is well. Hope you enjoy your stay here, man.
United 2143, how's your ride there at flight level 290?
Nice and smooth for 2143.
United 2143, I'll take that as American 2143. Thank you, appreciate it.
There's a United 2143. Okay, that's gonna be interesting.
United 2143.
You're gonna have to listen to that one.
Roger, thank you. American 2143, expect silky smooth skies at your about 12:30 to 1 o'clock and about 62 miles as you start descending into Boston.
Silky smooth. Thanks. I got to pay attention to that. It's for the similar call sign. Thanks.
Yeah, me too.
Watching you since I was a kid. Snowman. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you.
Vision 12 Lima Alpha, welcome to Peteni.
What are we flying, the 380? We don't have a 380. Maybe when one gets released,
have a great day.
we can fly it, but we don't have a 380. Yeah, beautiful livery. I actually really like the American One World livery. Looks really good. Almost as nice as the Alaska. I think the Alaska One World is a little bit nicer, but I also enjoy that American one. I'm playing Microsoft on low graphics, but high clouds, and I don't even have the minimum requirements for the PC. There you go, man. Awesome.
689 Romeo, say you're out to be leaving.
I was going to be flying American TWA throwback. I'll have to see if we can find one.
Thank you, sir. Radar contact, west to south.
Maybe on like an Airbus or something?
Resume navigation and appropriate VFR.
Max on VATSIM doesn't sound the same as Max in the YouTube vids. Yeah, it does. You can tell immediately.
3020
I can at least. I can tell that it's him. You do have a 380. Remember the high quality Peter Hager and X111? Oh boy. I'm pretty sure, Smitty, after we did that one stream, that was uninstalled from my computer.
2143, cross news at maintain level 270.
I don't think I have that.
Cross news at 270.
I do not think I have that. He wants news at 27. I've got news at 31. We'll just be starting our descent before.
Delta 455, New York.
I got a TWA throwback livery on the 7.3. Ooh, interesting. What do you think about the Max? I love the Max. I would get to fly on one next weekend. Not this weekend coming up, but next weekend I'm flying on a Max. Two of them, a Max 8.
JetBlue 1060,
from
Boston Center
Ottawa to Vancouver and then Vancouver to San Francisco. And I get to fly into San Francisco for the first time ever. Kind of excited about that. I believe that's the highest live count you've had of all time, the Kai-Tak approach. I don't think so, man. I think our highest ever was the Microsoft Flight Simulator release day. On release day, I flew a long haul, Toronto to London. Pretty sure. Mark, how are you, my friend? I saw you earlier, 8 days. Very excited, my friend. 8 days, Mr. Mark. It's going to be a great one, man. It's going to be a great one. We'll have to make sure. I know everybody's schedule is kind of all over the place, Mark, but we'll have to obviously show you where the Airbnbs are, and I feel like we can all kind of plan dinners accordingly, right? Because I feel like we got to get at least a few dinners in together and stuff like that.
2159 direct
while we're
news,
there, so
cross news at maintain level 270.
finally got to fly the Canarsie approach into JFK 2 nights ago. Very nice. Very nice.
At or maintain 270, American 769.
Giant 7175. I love the Giant call sign. It is nice. You know what sounds crazy about the Kitech approach?
JetBlue 624, do you have hotel?
Beat that long haul Microsoft by 11K views? Wow, that is pretty
JetBlue
crazy.
624, right hotel, cross 22 right, right on Alpha 2 parking. Have a great day.
You're going to bring some medicine? Oh, baby.
Cross 22 right at hotel.
You know I'll be there with medicine, don't you worry.
264, thank you very much for your
First thing I'm doing, land, rental car, medicine. Speedbird is the best. Speedbird is great. Yes, Speedbird is a great call sign as well. I do agree. It's a fantastic one. Oh, we're coming up on 35,000 feet. Beautiful. The Weed. Cronus's call sign is badass. What's their call sign? You like Top Swiss as well? Never heard Top Swiss. Weird question. What plane do I like the most? I don't know if I have like a favorite. To be honest with you, I just don't think I have a favorite.
Just wanted to say thank you for the service. I'm on block, and have a lovely day.
Vision 12 Lima Alpha, thanks so much. Have a great day. Thanks for flying in. Take care.
All right, cruise for 69 miles. Now, he was giving Muse at 27,000 feet. Let's check our, let's check the arrivals here, chat. And let's see if that is a, where is news? Yeah, so I don't, okay, news is here. There's no expect. We just have to be at FEX for 23,000, which I think we have. Yeah, FEX 23,000. Okay, so we've got all that in there, so we're good there. Uber, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, dude, with the gift of membership. Huge no floaties, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's incredibly kind. And I know we got Johan earlier with the 140 ZAR as well. Thank you for the support, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cactus was cool. Yeah, Cactus was cool. Yeah. Speeder is only great when a British guy says it pretentiously as possible. Speed bad. Speed bad. Shamrock is good too. Yeah, there's a bunch of good ones out in the UK, to be honest. The UK's got some really, really good ones. I like some of the Canadians as well. Canadian North is called Empress. That's a good one. I like that one. Obviously Air Canada is just Air Canada. WestJet is just WestJet. Porter is Porter. There's not very many different ones, but that's a good one. I like the Empress. Canadian North with Empress. That's a good one. Trying to think of any other North Americans.
United 2143, Boston Center 134.7. See ya.
Got Boston Center online now. Beautiful. Favorite call sign in Canada is Moose One. Isn't Canadian North call sign Arctic? No, it's Empress. I think it's Empress. Or am I thinking of a different Canadian?
689 Romeo 8 permanent Boston is offline, but I'm actually going to be handing you off to a different sector here in a few minutes.
Oh, great. I wanted to ask for flight following.
Canadian North. You're right, Arctic. I wonder if they changed it. Who uses Empress?
Roger, I thought you wanted flight following from the ground, so I've been giving you flight following. So, yep, you're on the code and you have flight following.
Oh, great. Thank you very much.
Who uses Empress?
Yeah, normally a Class D Delta.
Maybe they switched it to Arctic.
Airport, if they give you kind of a departure.
Canadian North comes into its own with new call sign. Okay, so it was Canadian North. So Canadian North used to, yeah, they used to be Empress. Former call signs Empress and First Air have now been retired. 2021 they did that. Damn, that's crazy. I had no clue. Yeah, so Canadian North is now Arctic. Sad. I prefer Empress. I mean, Arctic is cool too, but I prefer Empress. Empress is pretty cool. It is their old call sign. Yeah, they changed it in 2021. At the end of 2021. So 2 years already. Damn. No, Arctic is the new one. Arctic is now, they've retired Empress and the other one that they had before it. Arctic is their new call sign for Canadian North. Trans-States was water ski. Interest. So Empress retro flights, right? Do some of those or something. CP Air was also Empress. Yeah, CP became those guys as well, right? I'm pretty sure.
American 2143, cross news at maintain, flight level 270.
Looks like news for flight level 270. American 2143, thanks. FL 270 for us at news. We'll execute that. We'll get that in. That's going to change our descent just a little bit, but it won't be too crazy. But if we go here, you can see our top of descent's now moved up to 20 miles. So what we'll do is we'll plan 27,000 feet. That's what we've been cleared to. So we'll bug up 27,000 feet. Beautiful. While we're also doing this, we go to our descent and we can just go to our forecast and we'll load. We've already got our winds, so we'll just load our winds. And then what we'll do if what we'll do here is we'll check out the weather, see if we have any updates for Boston. Flight Tech the Sim can make his call sign Alpaca. You can any call sign you want on the network. Well, that's but that's not for an existing airline, right, JQB? If you're going to make your own airline, you can use whatever you want, of course. We're talking actual airlines and their iCows, not, Alpaca Air. That's a fictional airline, right? Of course, you can use whatever you want. We're talking real world call signs, not fictional call signs. My favorite is Jet Story SP in Europe, where call sign is Jedi. It's a good one. Moose 1 was great. I had what flight did that happen at?
November 6th.
I almost feel like we need to find that flight where that Moose 1, the guy was flying Moose 1. Man,
good day.
That was a great one. We were in, I know we were in Halifax. We're flying like over Halifax or something.
Thank you very much.
Fly Dubai's call sign is Sky Dubai. It's a good one, yeah. Was it CTP? I can't remember. I think it was Davis. I think it was when we flew, we did the crazy long one.
American 2159, Boston Center,
from Oslo to Vancouver.
Yep.
TUI-Jet Belgium is Beauty. Interesting. Yeah, we flew TUI-Jet Netherlands and it's orange, which was kind of cool. We used orange this last week. Indigo is iFly. It's a good one too. Yeah. Vancouver with a go-around.
43 direct news.
Direct news, American 2143. All right. Nice little shortcut there. And we should be starting our descent. Then there it goes. Is Citation Max doing ATC? He is. Yeah. New York Center. Starlux is an Asian airline, has Skywalker as their call sign. That's pretty badass too. China Airlines is Dynasty. There's a cool one too. Yeah. That's what I mean. There's some really, really cool ones. There's not very many in North America though. It wasn't pardon me. It wasn't I think it's just because a lot of North American airlines are like one single, or like two very small words. Some others for you. AirX call sign Legend and Globair call sign is Dream Team. Big cool one. Breeze airline is Moxie, is it? I can't wait till we have a nice E220 and we can do some breeze ops, man. Oof. It's gonna be nice. Winnipeg's coming out? Interesting. Maybe I should, can I get, do I have any of them? Can't remember if I have any of those guys. Could have got them to send it to me. If it comes out before, I don't think it'll be out before our, man, how am I going to find... I don't even know who I have.
This is Apex 509. Direct DMAC flight level 410.
Let me see. I'm going to go to Discord.
Apex 509, New York, good afternoon. Unfortunately, I'm going to be logging off here momentarily. I just came on for a group flight coming in. So Unicom 228, enjoy the dark side. We'll see you.
228, thanks anyway. Apex 509.
See ya. American 2143, contact Boston Center 134.7.
Boston Center 134.7.
261, turn right, heading 170. Be back to the island.
Yeah, I don't know who I can call. I'll try and contact. I have some contacts at like the Canada for X-Plane and stuff like that. I can message him. Can you send me Winnipeg? I'll see if he can. I'll see if he can send me. I'll see if he can send me Winnipeg. If he can send me Winnipeg, we can do Winnipeg to Toronto tonight. Be part of the Toronto thing.
261, commenting 4,000.
Money shot would be a good one. So there's no like Vegas airline.
November Alpha departure, g'day.
Doesn't have something. South Center, good afternoon, American 2143, flight level 270.
American 2143, good afternoon, Boston Center, good afternoon. Pursuit of Roebuck, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 4 right, Boston altimeter 3012.
Proceed direct Roebuck, descend by the Roebuck, and 3012 for American 2143.
And runway 4 right.
4 right, thanks. Alright, back to VNAV, please. Thank you. And proceed direct Roebuck. Execute. Good. Alright, and we'll descend by the Roebuck. That's Evan on Boston, is it? Oh, there you go.
261,
6,000. Us, 6,000. Need to be to Roebuck. Good, and we'll plan 4 right so we can start programming all of that fun stuff. Boston, approach, ILS 4 right, good. Let's get some numbers bugged up. We've got 1103. 1103. Good. Left side, 1103, right side. Good. Front course 035. We'll bug up 035 as well.
Turn right heading 220.
Good. 035 is good. Cool. I don't know why it says we're 10,000 feet above profile. How far is Roebuck? Interesting. I feel like VNAV got really fucked up with that. I don't know why. What do we have to be at Roebuck for? Maybe that's why it's all messed up. Roebuck between 19 and 12, 260 knots. I don't know why it got all messed up.
Good afternoon, November 689 Romeo at 5,500.
I'm just going to leave it. It's descending at 1,000 feet per minute. It'll figure itself out.
689 Romeo, Boston Center, hello, maintain VFR.
It will figure itself out. All right, and then our minimums.
Headshot craft information, Sierra at Boston, Boston altimeter 3012.
168 on the minimum.
Triple 1060, let them know when you have Sierra at Boston, expect the ILS from like 4 right. Lufthansa 261, descend to maintain 3000.
Good. 168.
Net at 2143, let me know when you have information Sierra at Boston, expect the ILS from like 4
Flair, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Consider cheating on VATSIM, and I can listen into my desktop while away and on my phone. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. Can you contact the controller? If you're going to be away from your PC and doing that, maybe just turn off voice. I don't know.
American 2134, welcome to Boston, cross runway 4 left at November, hold short, runway 15 left.
Cross 4 left, short, 15 left, 1 November, American 2134.
All right, we're coming back up into profile. I don't know why it did that. It like went all the way up, and now it's coming. You can see like now it's coming back quicker. It's weird. It's like had to do like a recalculation or something. I don't know. It's very weird. Maybe it's because of the direct twos and the changing of. Very nice day out here though. Surprised. It's pretty shitty here. Pretty cloudy and like rainy here today. You kind of see like some of that cloud. That cloud basically pushes all the way up north, like to me. Pretty wild.
Lufthansa 261, turn right heading 310.
Turn right, 310, left,
2140, United 2143, yeah, 2143, say again. Yeah, 2143, thank you. American 2134, cross runway 4 left. We're correction, cross runway 15 left. Hold short, runway 15 right.
Cross 15 left, short 15 right, American 2135.
Looking for like Bravo 16, Bravo 15 on the parking, somewhere around there. Terminal B. Let's see here on our flight path.
Brickyard 9999 5x5.
Just coming in from here. And we are direct Roebuck right now. Skipping all those waypoints. I'm almost back on profile. Recap, I want to switch over from X-Plane 12 to Microsoft, but Microsoft runs horribly compared to X-Plane 12. Do you have any tips? What are your system specs? What are you working with right now? Microsoft is a little bit more CPU intensive. You also remember that like you don't want to, if you've got like an older spec PC, you probably don't want to be running things at like high end. This sim looks great on like medium to low end as well, so maybe try and put everything on medium low and then kind of putting things up from there. That would be my best bet.
Copy, maintain VFR at or below 2,500, squawk 7021, expect runway 10, and we're ready for taxi now, November 531.
12 got, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back, my amigo. Hope you're having a great day.
Signature, November 531, trip up.
12 Papa, roger, taxi, runway 10, taxi via hotel.
Taxi, hotel.
Got a mid-range PC with a 2060 and a Ryzen 5 3700X. Now, you should be getting better than that. Like I said, put everything to like medium. There's like presets that you can use Canada Dry. Put it to like a medium preset and see what type of performance you're getting with that. And then kind of go from there. Maybe even put it to low preset and see how you're going from there, right?
On the 261, turn right heading 010, report the correction 070, report the Boston Airport in sight. It's going to be at your 12 o'clock on the rollout in about 10 miles.
Turn right at 070 and will arrive Boston flight.
JetBlue 1060 at Goshi, cleared ILS runway 4 right. Cleared ILS 4 right at Goshi.
If Microsoft is CPU dependent, then I have a magical PC because my CPU runs with 5% with Microsoft on in-flight according to NZXT cam. Interesting. I'm usually running like 30s. I'm using 16, 19. It's not that bad. It's not that it's it's that it's single core dependent. That's the problem with Microsoft. It's not that like it's very CPU, it's like it's single core CPU dependent. So if you have fast single cores, you'll be fine. It'll be a fine experience, but it's when you get slower single core.
Let me know when you have information Sierra at Boston. Expect the ILS runway 4 right.
Sorry, was that for American or United? There's both of us on that. I keep forgetting.
American 2143, that's for you. Sierra at Boston, let me know when you have it. Expect the ILS 4 right.
Awesome. We have Sierra already, and we'll expect 4 right, American 2143. Got a bit. I thought that was United again, and it just clicked in my head that he said American. It's always, when somebody has the same call sign, you're always like, Welcome back, Void. Yoke got here now, so I'm happy. How do I set it up? Read the instructions. Very simple. Plug it in. Your CPU runs at 10% max, but heats up to the 80s. I have a laptop, so probably that's why. That's 100% why. Yes. Yeah, thermal and cooling in laptops isn't ideal. As I always tell anybody, Adelaide, what you should be doing is, if you can, get a laptop cooling pad. They will save your life. They're absolutely fantastic. And it'll probably make it run 5 to 10 degrees cooler if I had to guess. I used to have one when I had my gaming laptop as well. Give it lots of room to breathe, and it basically adds 2 fans on like a mesh case that it sits on. It's constantly recirculating fresh, cool air.
Boston Center, Velo 603, holding short, 35 ready for departure.
Velo 635, runway heading, runway 35.
Do I have all sceneries and liveries on my D drive? No, I have a bunch of hard
Runway
drives,
heading,
man.
runway 35, clear for takeoff for Velo 603.
JetBlue 1060, runway 4 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 4 right, JetBlue 1060.
I have one of the small, 4 small fans and 1 big one in the middle. Okay, good, perfect. We should be fine then. I'm on lunch at work. No evening stream today. Yeah, we're getting an evening stream. We're in between picking where we should be going, Tom. There's some scenery that might be coming out that I might do a showcase for, so we're just kind of waiting to see what's going on there. 18,000 feet, 3012 set on our altimeter, 3012 set over here as well. Good. Landing lights, runway turnoffs, and we'll make sure that the seatbelt sign is on. Beautiful. Descent checklist, chat. Altimeters, 3012 set and cross-checked. Minimums, 168 set and cross-checked. Landing data, planning runway, flaps 30 degrees, 146 VAP. Getting that from down here, obviously. Flaps 30, 146, good. Auto brakes are set, position number 3. Seatbelt signs are on, pressurization panel set, and recall has been checked. Descent checklist complete. Beautiful. Next will be our approach checklist coming through 10,000. GPU doesn't go above 65. Ah, you're good, man. You're good.
Boston Center, good afternoon. Spirit Wings 4653 with Sierra, looking for clearance to Charlotte.
Road 4653, clearance and request to stand by. Monza 261, welcome to Boston. Cross runway 4 left at November, hold short runway 15 left.
Cross runway 15 left, November, hold short 15 left, 55.
Spirit Wings 4653, no flight plan on file.
I apologize, I'll check on that, thanks so much.
United 2143 at Doshi, clear to ILS, runway 4 right.
50 approach, 4 right at Goshi, United 2143.
Available 603, say altitude.
We're at 2,200, Velo 603.
Available 603, radar contact.
Sorry, guys, just configuring here with the developer.
Available 603, clear our port, and climb and maintain for level 380.
Clear direct port and up to 350, Velo 603.
380.
Oh, sorry, 380, Velo 603.
I recommend DTW Buffalo, DTW future stream. Did that the other day in the Phoenix. Awesome. Yeah, I love flying in and out of Detroit, man. It's good. Do we have We have Anybuilds Buffalo for Microsoft, right, as well? I know that they did it for X-Plane. Yeah. Both radios dial up, course, and both sides. Are we speaking to somebody? Sorry.
American 2159, try to keep the speed up a little bit in the descent, please.
We'll try to keep the field, American 2059.
Anybuilds Buffalo's good, okay, cool. It's been a while, actually, since we've been to Buffalo.
Activate runway 48, quick line.
All right, we got that speed restriction coming up here. Aircraft is getting that. We are direct Robux. We got Robux at 260 knots. You can see here that the aircraft is slowly starting to slow down for 260 knots. Perfect.
Barrett, Lufthansa 261, crossing the 15, left full short 15, right.
I always get spoiled by the Airbus doing it automatically. Yes. Yeah, there's a couple more steps when you're flying the Boeing, but honestly, I think once you get used to like how like the Boeing kind of works, it's all super. Yeah.
Boston Center, American 121 Heavy with you, flight level 360.
American 121 Boston Center, low squawk 1312.
1312 in the box, American 121 Heavy.
November 5312 Papa, radar contact, maintain VFR, proceed on course.
Just wondering how much FPS I get with a Ryzen 7 7700 and RTX 3060 Ti. Depends.
United 2143 and number 2 fun and Airbus short fun.
It's flight sim, man, so like it's not, you know, you're not playing some like AAA crazy optimized game. So it really depends. You'd have to look. I think there's a cool website you can go to. I think it's called like Can I Run It? I think is the website. It's literally what it's called. Can I Run It? And it'll go through and like it'll
United 2143, maintain 190 knots to Nabo, 170 knots to Mill.
Tell you if your PC can run it. Kevin, the Phoenix enter a
2143 at Goshi, cleared ILS runway 4 right.
At Goshi cleared ILS 04 right. American 2143. On the Phoenix enter lower altitude, when I hit top of descent, it doesn't automatically descend. What am I missing? You need to do the push in. So if you go and you hover your mouse over the altitude, like where you select your altitude, if you hover it to the upside, you'll see like an arrow pointing up. If you go down, you'll see an arrow pointing down. I believe managed mode is in, which would be the up arrow, push in up arrow. And then you should see it should change in your FMC here to DES in green. If it changes to OPN DES in blue, then put it to the down one. I can never remember for Airbus if it's down managed is up or down. You have to actually like push it. It's not like the Boeing where you when you actually hit a certain point, as long as you have the altitude dialed lower, it'll go lower. Airbus, you actually have to start the descent mode, which is kind of crazy because Airbus is like crazy automated. But yeah, you have to enter a descent mode. All right, we got a speed restriction coming up here at 220. I'm going to take over the speed now just because the airplane can be a little bit weird. I'm going to go 220 on the speed. Up is managed, down is open. Perfect, thank you. So yeah, you want to make it so it goes up. And you can usually do it like Captain Howdy. I usually do it about 5 to 7 miles before like you actually see, you know, you'll actually see like the little top of descent down. I usually do it about 7 to 5 miles before that. You just push it up and the aircraft will start going down, and then once it catches up to the glide path, it'll descend. It's better than waiting till the last second. If you wait till the last second on the Airbus and then you put it into descent mode, you'll usually blow through your speed restrictions and everything. Easy to remember, every time you push into the plane, you give the plane the control, and when you pull out, you take control. That's actually a great way of thinking about it. That's actually smart. I'm going to use that next time, Magu. That's actually smart. And that's probably exactly how it was designed, right? Let's go flaps 1. We're going to help manage the speed here a little bit. We do have restrictions at 220, so I want to try and maintain that while staying on profile. Airbus is more automated for less pilot workload is what I've heard. 100% it is, JJ. Absolutely. Yeah. I always say this, like, Airbus is like flying the Cadillac of the skies. You know how a Cadillac, like, it just drives so smooth. It's always like, you know, it's got like dampeners on it. Just you feel like you're just driving a big old boat. Maybe like older Cadillacs. But it's, yeah, I find I always like to refer to Airbus as the Cadillac of the skies. Just because everything's just there. It just feels, it flows so naturally. That's how a German Stream and an Airbus pilot explain it, is that, yeah, I mean, it makes total sense. Push in to give the airplane control, pull out to take control. That's probably exactly how it is designed as well. That's probably how they teach it in, like, the Airbus SOPs. I wouldn't even doubt it. I wouldn't even doubt it. Alright, we have been cleared for the approach to runway 4 right. That being said, I believe that allows us to take it down to, well, at Goshi we need to be at 6,000 at Goshi. So from Goshi we're allowed to continue down the descent path. Now Goshi is pretty far out, so what we'll do is we'll bug up 4,000. I think we can capture localizer by Winnie glide path, so we'll bug up 4,000 feet. Cadillac the Skies is the P-51, facts. Maybe. I'm just going off commercial aircraft at this point, right? I'm sure there might be some other better options out there. Alrighty, in our approach checklist, flight nav instruments complete, cabin notifications, flight intensity of arrival completed, and altimeters 3012, 3012 set and cross-checked. Descent checklist complete. Sorry, approach checklist complete. Next will be our landing checklist.
Boston Center, good afternoon, American 2144 with you, ready for pushback and start. American 2144, push onto Echoes approved, you can call for taxi. Push into Echoes approved, call for taxi.
Such a long approach into Boston when you're coming in from this way. I feel like they get you really low really quickly. And then you kind of just, it's like a gradual descent into with speed restrictions. Probably just because there's so much traffic in this whole corridor between Boston and New York.
November 689 Romeo, what runway Quonset would you like?
I think Providence Airport is out here somewhere, isn't it? Like on the coast?
November 689 Romeo, you can make a
Alright, there's glide path.
Right downwind for runway 16.
So go localizer.
The Providence altimeter 3014.
Captured, and we'll go approach, which can also be captured here in a second. You can see our glide path.
3014.
There's the diamond.
Right downwind runway 15, November 689 Romeo.
We'll arm both. It's a Mustang, it's not a Cadillac. Now, just confirmed, do we have any other speed restrictions down on this approach? 210 was the last speed restriction, so we'll bug up 210.
American 2143, number 2, Fauna 737 on a 3-mile Fauna, runway 4 right, clear to land.
Number 2, 4 right, clear to land. American 2143, thanks. Alright, and we know that we are going to be vacating off to the left. So if we open up our charts here, we're going to be vacating probably Yankee, maybe even Romeo. I actually think most of the time we end up rolling down to Romeo. We might be able to hit Yankee and then they give you 1-5 back. We'll aim for Yankee. We have auto brake 3, but I find it super rare I hit Yankee. I gotta slam on the brakes to get Yankee. Usually I roll it out to Romeo, and then it's Romeo, November, and all the way back down. We got to go all the way down here. So for passenger's sake, maybe we'll aim for Yankee without slamming on the brakes. Glide slope is captured. Beautiful. Speed's rolling back. I'm going to go 190. I'm going to go flaps 5 degrees now. Still 15 miles out, so we're going to keep 190. Okay, if you ever get a really nasty freeze stutter on main wheel contact on the ground in the Phoenix, I haven't for a long time. I used to get them. I think like some of the landing rate monitor stuff was out of sync or out of whack or something, but haven't had those in a while. Sure you can't use runway 33 right, 15 left as a taxi, check the ATIS. I think you can. I think they give it to you, Jad. Yeah, you can use that. I'm pretty sure. But I don't know. I know a lot of aircraft vacate on Yankee. A lot of real world aircraft vacate on Yankee. Like if you open up Flight Radar 24 and you watch some landing on 4 right, I bet a lot of them would vacate Yankee. And there would be probably like a NOTAM or something. Runway 33, runway 15 is approved for turnoff, it says on the ATIS as well, so there you go. Pretty sure it's a problem with the Phoenix, I get it very randomly. Weird. Why is 33 right at 3 so weird? For GA aircraft. It basically gives them their own runway out of the way of all the other commercial air, runways. That's pretty much all that this is. There's probably a lot of private traffic that comes in and out of here as well. I think there's like, don't you have like Harbor Air and stuff? Alright, 9 miles, gear down, speed's back, sounds up. Head soar right to flaps 15 degrees. Cap, when is the next Phoenix update? I don't know. Not quite sure, man. Quite sure. Cool, let's plug up final approach speed, 151. We will go ahead and get you on and you to there. Alright, landing checklist. Gear down, 3 green, flaps, 30, 30, green, speed brake, arm, green, engine start switches are continuous. Landing checklist is complete. Yoke cam goes on, enjoy the arrival, friends. I'll catch you guys down on the ground. My airplane, actually shit, we gotta start the recording. A sec here. Start the recording. Good. Cool. Recording is on. My airplane. Good. My throttles. Whoop. Enjoy, friends. Don't know why right now it's showing a little bit of a tailwind. The winds are supposed to be 070 at 5 or something, I think, but it's okay. It might be variable, actually.
1,000.
Aircraft feels perfectly trimmed.
144 runway 9 taxi via Echo Light cross runway 4 left. Get what is this real Airbus on Bravo left to right?
There we go. Now winds are calm. What aircraft right now would be the best for long hauls? Probably the Build's A310, if I'm being completely honest with you. It's probably the most solid long hauler. Now, unfortunately, there's not a lot of 310s flying around anymore, but
500.
great option.
$400. $300. Approaching minimums.
American 159 crossing the 15
Minimums.
Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Reversers, nose down gently. Accelerating. Yeah, see, there's Yankee. There's no way you can hit Yankee. It's so difficult. We're still going 100 knots. Yankee comes so quick. 60 knots, reversers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back down to Boston. That was a great landing. Very happy with today's approaches, chat. Very, very happy. Haven't flown this airplane in a while. Pleased with all these. But yeah, do you see how fast Yankee comes up? That's what I was saying. Like, hitting that Yankee exit, it's almost impossible. Unless you're touching down, like, on the 1,000-footers. But you can see how the approach kind of has you... I feel like it's a little bit of a steeper grade approach. It just feels that way anyways. I don't know if it actually is, but it feels that way. Anyways, we vacated Romeo because Yankee... Again, I'm not slamming on the brakes to hit Yankee.
American 2143, welcome.
Already for departure.
American 2143, welcome to Boston. Cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 15 left at November.
Oh, cross 4 left, and we'll hold short 15 left, November. American 2143.
American 2159, welcome to
Wow,
Boston.
landing
Cross
lights are
runway
off.
15 right,
Beautiful
and then
strobe
November
lights.
Alpha, exit
Oh,
mark,
off wing lights. Did I have those off? Yes, apparently I did. Off.
1156,
Um,
runway 9 clear for takeoff.
Let's clean up the ground spoilers. Let's clean up the flaps. We're keeping this party rolling. We're not stopping. We're cleared to cross, so that's good. Start switches can go off. We'll spool up the APU. Good. And we'll stop the clock. 59 minutes, chat. We are on schedule. Looking good. You're going to burn the right so you hit Yankee? Yeah. Yeah. Big time trouble.
American 2143, cross on 15 left, short on 15 right.
Cross 15 left, hold short 15 right, American 2143. ATC nice shortcuts was, thank you very much, Max. It was a great one, dude. Beautiful stream today, actually. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Some great flights. Had a beautiful river visual approach. Max, have you ever, I meant to ask you this earlier, have you ever flown the visual in 2 Romeo? I was always curious. I don't know if you've flown that one or the RNAV Yankee 3-1 expressway visual. I think you've flown the expressway. I feel like I remember watching you fly the expressway visual into LaGuardia before, but I could be wrong as well. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. You have not? Oh man. I even think flying it commercially would be fun, Max, personally. Like I'd be down to just fly that commercially and kind of sit back and enjoy the views.
American 121, cross straight at a maintain below 240.
You've landed 2-2 at LaGuardia, but never 3-1. Gotcha.
Cross straight at or above level
One day.
240, American 121.
One day. Hot chat, beautiful flights. If you did enjoy today's flights, chat, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up. Huge no floaties, everybody that already has smashed down that thumbs up. Hope you guys enjoyed that arrival.
November Alpha Echo, thanks for flying us. Yeah.
Go across 15 right, November Alpha Echo. Thanks for wonderful ATC, Evan. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Love the EMAS system is modeled at the end of 3-3 right, is it? I mean, Fly Tampa does great work, man, with their scenery. This is, I'm glad that we've got their Boston Logan. I think it's beautiful. Alright, he wants us down Alpha. So November Alpha and then Echo into the ramp. So we're going second left here. I'm going to kill the runway turnoffs now that we're past everything. I'll just get the taxi lights on into the ramp. It's a normal 3-degree slope, man. Does it not feel more, Santiago? Like, especially watching it? Like, it feels like it for me. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the, I don't know. It just, to me, it feels like it's more than a 3-degree slope. Especially coming in, maybe it's just the pappies are a little bit off, but it feels high. Like, I feel like you cross the numbers at, like, I don't know, 40 or 70, 80 feet, something like that. I don't know. We'll see in the replay where we're crossing the piano keys. Engine gens on, APU bleed on, missile valve open.
I control that area of Long Island.
After landing, checklist start switches. As required, flaps are up, speed brake is down, radar is off after landing, checklist complete. We'll go to the gate. We'll go ahead and get this bad boy ready for we'll do a shutdown. We'll actually do a full shutdown as well. We know you come in high all the time, baby. The best stone pilot ever. Oh, man. Cap, who do you got for World Series? Texas versus Arizona. Yeah, I don't know, man. Texas, I feel like Texas has been there for like so many years. Haven't they won it like recently within the last like 5 years as well? Or have they made it? They've made it to the finals within a couple years. I'm going Texas. I don't know much about it. I don't know. I'm going Texas. Just because I remember seeing them there.
Flight level 380, Spirit Wings 1160 tech.
That could be it, Garnet, as well. That could very much be it. But I feel like I don't have that problem when I land in New York, Garnet. New York 2-2 left with their massive like displaced threshold that's like half the runway. Yeah. It's an illusion from the shrooms. Man, I haven't done shrooms in like 10 years, dude. Nah, it's definitely not that. Definitely not that,
Faten
man.
1000, American 2144. American
The
2144,
Zoomies.
climb maintain
Go
14000.
Diamondbacks.
Climb and maintain 14000, American 2144.
All right, and we said we wanted Bravo 15 if available. We'll see if it's available. Hopefully nobody... Well, we could always just log off anyways. If that's available. That little stutter was GSX loading up. Don't lie. Fuck, Vlad, when's the last time? It's like been 10 years. I still... You know what? I still have them in my sock drawer, Vlad. Like, that's how long. Maybe not 10 years. What, 7 years? 8 years? It's not a long time, man. We weren't even here. We weren't even in this house. We did it when we were living in South Keys was the last time we did it. And I've been here for almost 8 years. Yeah. So, it's been a long time. Long time. There's our gate right here. Bravo 15.
Is it jet 840, Lima airspace, you can monitor.
Gotta go to this side.
Go to 122.8, exit jet 840, good day.
It's like a weird entry into here as well. Bravo 15. The last time I did them, I was playing Battlefield. I was playing like Battlefield 1, I think, on my I had the setup in the other one because I had the flat screen. It's been 6 years since you left. Exactly. So it's been probably 7 or 8 years since the last time we did them. Remember, I was playing Battlefield and I was laughing my ass off. I was just like stopping, running up the hill, and I couldn't control myself. That's the last time, man. That's it. Like I said, I still have the ones that you had in my sock drawer. All right, we're good. We're at the gate, ready to go. Let's let them up. Shut them down, chat. Beautiful. There we go. We get a dance today, chat? No dance, just a bow. Okay. GSX, let's operate the jet bridge. Good. Request deboarding. Good. Beautiful. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another successful afternoon of flying. Let's actually get this in a proper turnaround state, and then we'll do the checklist, all right? We'll do that. That's good. That's good. That's all set. That's good. That's good. That's good. Cool. Shutdown checklist. Parking brake is set. Fuel pump switches as required. Seatbelt signs are off. Probe heat in the auto position. Yes. Hydraulic pumps are off. Air conditioning panel is set. Anti-collision light is off. Engine start levers are cut off. Transponder is set to standby. Checklist. Shutdown checklist complete. There's the jet bridge connected. Passengers are deboarding. Beautiful, beautiful day of flying, my friends. I'm very happy with how that went. We're going to stop our recording. Let's go ahead and jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this into a turnaround state. We'll go to menu, FS actions, PMDG setup, panel state load, and we're going to go final, and we'll execute that. That should get all of our flaps out and everything as well. Good, and then we can go ahead and watch our replay. We'll use them watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Listen, whenever you come back, you still got your room here. Nobody's there. It's just me here. It's just me now. It's just been me here for years now. No one's here. Let's go to return, menu, FS actions, doors. Make sure all the doors are closed, which they are. Good. Cool. Let's go ahead and hit the replay button. Wonderful. We'll bring this forward. That should be good right about there. We'll pin that. We'll watch some views of the replay coming in. I love this approach because of the whole harbor that's here too. It's pretty badass, man. It looks so cool. Might come for a visit. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know first. I'm going to California. Going to Los Angeles. I leave in a week. Obviously, you're not going to be here in a week, but yeah. I'm pretty sure you would still remember how to get here. Nothing's really changed. A few more houses around, but it's basically all the same. John, take care, man. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for coming to hang out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cut the power a little bit early there because we were coming in with a lot of momentum. Really great landing though. Super happy with that one. Very, very happy with how that all went. Very nice landing. Well, everybody, that's going to go and wrap up today's live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I truly do appreciate it. It looks like we're going to be live this evening with some FSIM Studios Winnipeg. So we're going to go Winnipeg to Toronto. That's going to be the flight plan for today, for this evening's stream. Looking forward to that one. Should be a lot of fun. I think it's about a 2-hour flight, hour and a half, 2-hour flight or something like that. Probably do it in some WestJet. I think WestJet operates that leg as well. So we'll do some WestJet ops this evening. Mods, donators, sponsors, thank you all so much for your support. I truly do appreciate you. Without you guys here, none of this is possible. So seriously, thank you all for your support. I truly do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Did it not automatically disconnect me? Oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. I thought it automatically disconnected me. Apparently not, but it's okay. I'm disconnected. Beautiful approach in, beautiful day of flying. If you missed it, you can roll the video back as well. We had a beautiful approach in to Washington. We did the river visual, so I'll probably update the title here after that one. Guys, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate every single person. If you cannot donate using a monetary value, but donate with your time, smashing down that thumbs up button. Thank you everybody for being here. I really do appreciate it. Enjoy the replays, enjoy the outro tunes, and hopefully I'll be able to see a lot of you guys later this evening for our flight from Winnipeg to Toronto. Happy landings, my friends, and I will see you this evening. If not, I'll see you across the pond for Saturday. Happy landings, my friends.